paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderous scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties and boobies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anybody notice this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
I tell you what, boys. Lockout Live was insane. I can't believe they topped last time, and they did by a damn mile. You'll probably notice immediately that my eyes are puffy and my face is puffy. I helped my friend move, Falcor. You guys know who he is. And I guess the dust got me because I'm destroyed. It is awful. I've been sneezing like a damn freight train. So that might happen. I might mute it when I sneeze on you. So at any rate, but we're surviving, thank God. I have been crying. I was upset about Boogie. No, I'm just kidding. But we have that going on. We race at Indianapolis Friday in 2 days. If you are in Indy, come check it out. We'll be in the 01 car, obviously. And we're going to have a good car. Very, very exciting. Here it is right here. I haven't showed it yet. This is the car we're running at Indianapolis. So make sure if you're in town, you're going to see it. Don't forget about that. And also, you can watch it on Fox Sports, Flow Racing. All that stuff's on cable. So go check it out. We're going to have a lot of fun. Very excited to do that. So anyways, but we're here for a completely different reason, boys. We are here. We are here. My nose is sniffly. We are here because Boogie has kind of apologized. He overtly apologized, by the way. He overtly apologized at the beginning of Lockout Live. And people are asking me, I put out a lot of videos about this, and for some reason they've been doing the numbers, but they're like, hey, why are you talking about this? I'm like, what people don't realize is I've been friends with Boogie for years. He's been on my show several times. I've been on his show. We've done co-op streams. We did a monthly show with Review Tech for a minute. And so this is all, it was kind of heartbreaking. But then after his diabolical schemes over and over, I feel zero sympathy. So much so that at the end of Lockout Live today, he threatened to cut himself on camera. This is how low he's went. This is how low Boogie has went. And you'll see this. We're going to cover it today. We're going to go through all of it. He quite literally apologized. And then when he was asked questions about what was going on, he just kept lying and repeating the exact same shit he was repeating before. Oh, I knew I had cancer. Well, actually, no, I didn't. And then Destiny was like, so you didn't even know you had cancer. So Boogie admits that he found out he had cancer because he Googled it. He Googled what he overheard the doctor say. And MedMD said, this other thing could be cancer. And Boogie just went to the internet and told everybody he had cancer without actually ever having cancer. And this is what we all thought was happening. And again, Boogie was going through a very strange time when he put this video out there. You guys probably don't remember. Boogie was getting absolutely canceled when he put this video out. He had just made a begging video telling everybody to please donate him at least $1 on a video. And he was like, please, I'm losing everything, because he lost $300,000 in crypto. He was getting canceled for that video. And then a week later or 2 weeks later made a I have cancer video. That was how he was trying to get out of it. Dan Bask in the chat. How you doing, buddy? So anyways, before this gets edited out of Lockout Live, we're going to look at this. We're going to start the show off with this, and then we're going to go through the rest. But we got to get this before Keem edits it out, because Keem is going to edit this out. So at the very end of this episode, Boogie decides that he's going to self-harm on camera as a last-ditch effort, because he got fired today. A lot of people are like, what did he get fired from? No, he got fired from Lockout Live. It was pretty much his only income stream when it came to internet. So Anyways, let's pull it up real quick.
That's one of the worst parts about it. I don't even like the taste of food anymore.
Honestly, bro.
If you don't like the taste of food, why drink diet? Why drink diet
Why did you mix it?
instead of just drinking water?
Because it's a form of self-harm. Because I'm destroying
You
my
drink
body.
diet.
We're 5 seconds into this, and I can't even do this. He can't even just say he drinks diet soda because he's a piece of shit. He has to claim he's self-harming through diet soda. But that's why he's fat. Instead of saying, hey guys in the chat, I'm fat because I'm just fat. He has to say, oh, I'm fat because I'm self-harming. He can't even just say he's fat. Like nothing's his fault. He has not said once something's his fault. At the very beginning of this stream, which we're going to go back to, he overtly apologized. And then through the entire stream, he starts lying again and just defending himself and then unapologizing. It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, let's watch this real quick.
At Mountain, you go to the store and you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to
Yes,
hurt yourself.
that
And
hurt-
you try-
yes,
you know,
yes.
cutting is way cheaper, right?
Thank
Like
you.
one razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I used to cut. I
I'm just
I
saying,
don't like it. And you're
Jesus Christ.
encouraging people to cut? Go fuck
God.
yourself. I used
Bro,
to
what are we
cut.
talking
I
about
used
right
to
now?
cut.
I
I
can't
don't
take
know.
anything,
You're
but I drink
encouraging people to
aspartame
cut.
soft
You're
drinks.
encouraging people to cut their
Jesus
fucking arms.
Christ.
That's I fucking heard. The guy who laughed at fucking Donald Trump's assassination.
He's not, by the way, look, I don't like Destiny as much as the next guy. Okay. I don't like Destiny as much as the next guy. But Destiny never encouraged Boogie to self-harm. He said, dude, people self-harm with razor blades. They don't self-harm with diet soda. He's like, you could save a lot of money with a razor blade. Kind of making a point. And of course, Boogie just says, you're encouraging people to self. No, he didn't.
Tim is telling people to cut their fucking arms. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot
I'm just
cheaper
saying,
than
cut
wasting your money on
yourself. I'm just
diet
saying, cut
Dr.
yourself.
Mountain
I'm
Dew,
just saying
whatever
you
the fuck.
should slice your fucking arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No.
Holy
wait,
shit. The
whoa,
next
whoa.
era
Here goes
of
Boogie.
self-harm.
God.
Here he
No,
goes.
he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm falling for it. You better not do nothing fucking stupid.
He's going to come back with the razor. He's going to hold it up. He's going to,
I
he's
can't.
like the, yeah, sorry.
I can't
Well, the
believe
only
we
thing-
discovered in this stream that he literally fucking Googled it. No one said the word cancer before he rushed and made that video.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that.
Dude, like he was excited as fuck. He was like, he comes home. He's like, you know that episode of South Park where like fucking Cartman's like, I got golden dick. He's like, I got this cancer, bro. Now I can fucking make tons of videos.
Here it is.
I can
Yeah.
Here it is.
fucking
Like,
get
imagine,
all
like,
that
after
sympathy.
Googling
Like,
it,
that's-
Do not do
hold on,
anything with that
Googling
knife.
it.
No,
We
no,
don't think-
no,
Hold on.
no.
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right?
No,
Told me
no,
to.
no, no,
Told me
no.
to.
No.
Oh, this is
Put
someone's standing
that
eating a
away
sandwich.
right now.
Someone's standing eating a sandwich,
Put
Destiny.
that away right
You
now.
fucking piece of shit.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. No. 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 No.
There it is. As I sneeze, as I live and sneeze. There it is, boys. Ho. And that was how it ended. But we shall see how it begins. And I want you to understand the stark contrast in the end of this show versus the beginning. My eyes are red. Yeah, dude, I'm dying, dude. I was helping my friend move. We were moving this giant marble table. It was really nice. The entire top inch was just dust. Woo! I tell y'all what. Anyways, I'm also pollen gets me pretty good too. Anyways, but luckily it should only last like 3 days. Hopefully, I don't like being in the car and having allergies in the race car. That's such a terrible thing. What's up, Amelia? So before we get into it, make sure you like this stream. Give your friends some love. I'm the friend. Don't forget. Very, very important. And we're gonna bring Boogie. We're gonna bring Boogie on. Oh God, it's such a good song. We're gonna bring old Boogie in. Don't forget, by the way, every $100 super chat goes on my race car. You can see it live on TV if you watch the races. If you're into NASCAR, if you're not into NASCAR, get on it. I'll go on it. So that's something. Every $100 super chat or more goes on my NASCAR stock car for any and every race we have coming up. So don't forget that. Satellite Chat says obligatory super chat. Wish I could give him more. Thank you, my friend. You ain't got to give me nothing. I appreciate that, dude. Lisa Kenyon says this super chat's just to beg you to show up on time. We need you. Don't leave us on ice. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. I usually start around 8 to 10 minutes late, but yeah, unfortunately, I was trying to set up Rumble and I could not get Rumble launched, but I got it launched at the last second. Thank you, Lisa. Rake and Knight, I thought they weren't firing him. They did fire him. Boogie was fired today. You're going to see it. You're going to see it today. H2O Kitty says drinking diet soda because a doctor said okay in his appointment. Said it on live. Yes, you're gonna see that as well. Boogie said his doctor claims drinking diet soda is totally fine at 50 years old and 400 pounds. His doctor sounds kind of terrible. Thank you, H2O. Reagan Knight says, well, I see why they would want him off if he's going to pull that shit. I agree. Well, the issue is, man, if Boogie self-harm live, the Lockout Livecast channel could be deleted. You can't do that shit. There's a lot of things you can't do. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? If a freaking titty popped up on screen and enough people mass reported it, he'd get suspended for a minute. Self-harming? Absolutely not. You don't get 3 strikes for self-harming, boys. Thank you, Rakin. Karos! How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. We love you, Karis. We love you and we appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. We're going to Raven Boy Karis tonight. Assuming he's streaming. B.C. Christopher with the first pink boy! Ooh. Thank you, B.C. Christopher. Thank you, my friend. You the man, the myth, the legend. An orange and a red from a rainbow night. Again, apologize. My allergies are worked up. Helped a friend move. So I'm sniffling, I'm dying. But hopefully it'll clear up. It got real bad right before the stream, as it always does. So, but we'll try to survive. Thank you, B. Christopher. Appreciate you. Zalthika, you said you're going to bring Boogie on? No, I'm going to bring Boogie on right here on the right side of the screen. I'll ask him to come on. I'll DM him. I doubt he will. He's probably exhausted from getting wrecked. Zalthika, love you. Appreciate you. Ashley says, heart. Thank you, Ashley, for the gold, boy. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you again, B. Christopher. You are the man. Thank you, dude, so much. All right, here we go. Let's start the show. Thank you guys for all your support. We're already 1/5 of the way to the Naked Snake for the 328th stream in a row. Naked Snake is where I take my shirt off and I dance. For all the new people here, just so you know, so when it happens, you can unsubscribe. All right, here we go, boys. Let's get the show going. Keem talks for a while, and we're going to skip this. Keem basically explains the entire lore of the whole situation, and then he's like, let's bring Boogie on. He's thinking about firing him and all that good jazz, and then he brings Boogie on to say his piece one final time, and it turns into an absolute shit show where Boogie is screaming like an infantile child is what I was trying to say. But sniffles have got me. All right, here we go, Boogie. Our boy is live. Let's do it.
It's Judgment Day.
Yeah, I've done a lot of soul searching since the last episode. We've been making some changes.
Just letting you know, you're going to immediately notice that Boogie seems very solemn. He seems very quiet and composed. But you find out immediately, after about 30 minutes, he starts screaming and just repeating the same lies. It makes no sense. But I digress. Let's get on it.
Here on the house, and I've been trying to think of different ways that I could show everybody how fucking sorry I am.
He's not, by the way.
Because this is not okay. Like I said last time, my dad died of lung cancer.
What is not okay? So I'm giving you some context because this is going to make a lot of sense later. He's saying right now, because I just watched this and I'm blown away again. He's like, this is not okay. This is just not okay what I have done. And I'm like, okay, well, what have you done? Because he doesn't ever say what he's sorry for. Because he still is kind of walking it back and saying he's not lying. He'll even say it in the stream that he's been saying the truth the whole time. So what is he sorry for right here? It doesn't make any sense. What is he sorry for? Rob with the $10. Love you, Rob. Appreciate you, Rob. Holy ozone, my boy. Thank you, Mr. Christopher, for becoming a member. Let's continue. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Cancer, my best friend, my childhood girlfriend, she died of breast cancer that turned into brain cancer. It's not something to jump the gun with, which is what I did, and it was a very stupid thing for me to do.
Well, let's slow down. Why does your set look completely different? What's that about?
Well, I mailed you a little something, and the room just didn't look right. And I to be honest with you, all this Boogie2988 shit, I just couldn't look at it. So I took everything down. Once we took the first thing down, the rest of it went, and we put it in storage because I just want to see it, man.
Chat, can you hear him? Your mic's a little low for me. I don't know. Chat, is he good?
Sorry, I'm not talking like my normal entertainment self, so I'm probably
okay.
a little quieter than usual. Apologize. Try to talk.
I think what's most important is, because you've told this story so many fucking times, I think what's most important is I shut up, right? I sit here dead silent and act like this is the YouTube video 2 years ago, and this time the facts, the truth. I think the audience deserves to know, you know, kind of like what was really happening 2 years ago. What should that YouTube video look like?
Keep in mind, he's not going to explain what he lied about, if he lied about anything. Keem's like, okay, tell us what you're sorry about and what that video should look like when you claimed you had cancer. And Boogie is still not admitting he lied. It's really strange. Even though he's been caught like 900 times in a lie already, he's still not admitting what he lied about and why he lied about it. And if it was even a lie, and then later on in the show, you're going to see he says all he can do is repeat the truth. It's so strange. He's like, all these people I've known has had cancer. I'm so sorry. About what? What are you sorry about? Because he still doesn't think he lied. It's so strange. I don't understand how you can be sorry, but not be sorry for the thing you think you didn't do now. Because on the last stream, he said he lied. And now he's saying he didn't lie again. It's weird. But luckily, you won't have to see him for a while after this, it looks like. Unless Keem lied. So.
I'll make it as short and sweet as I can. I have several doctors. We took my blood test. We found elevated red blood cell counts, and then we looked for other markers. We found those markers. They determined that it was certainly polycythemia, potentially polycythemia vera, and they were going to treat me as if it was polycythemia vera. And that's what we've done for the last 2 years, with the plan to always eventually get this bone marrow test. But again, I never wanted to get it done because it's stupid. It's painful. My friend Marie, I was talking to her about it last night. She said she had it done. She literally asked me not to ever get it done. She's fighting cancer herself. And she says it's not worth it.
And this is not a riff of manipulation. You're being real.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
and very important, Boogie's going to claim his doctor after the initial visit and his sleep test doctor said he had cancer or possibly has cancer or said cancer over and over, cancer, then why do you need a bone marrow test to verify you have the cancer if you already have the cancer? Which Boogie then responds, he did it because he wants to confirm, which it's not your choice. You don't get to just be like, oh, I have cancer. Well, let me do a invasive, expensive test to confirm, even though the doctor has already said it when he hasn't. That's the whole. He gets caught in like 7 lies in this whole show, man. It's wild. It's pretty damn wild. You're gonna see. It's crazy. 390 until Naked Snake. By the way, appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the super chats from you beautiful bitches.
Added thing, because
this probably in the chat right now. You know,
when you manipulate or you lie, I notice it's like, yeah, my friend told me this, and it's the added stuff. Okay,
I'll send you a screenshot of that right now if you'd like to see it.
To be clear for the audience, what Boogie just said is that his video 2 years ago should have said, I have this disease. It may be the non-cancer type or the cancer type, but they're treating me for the cancer type. That's what the video should have been.
That's what the video exactly should have been.
There we go.
I was at the time at the understanding that it was most likely the case. And as time went on, I became aware that it might not be. And now we are at a point where he's concerned about what's causing the markers. So we have a colonoscopy planned. And we probably, if we don't find anything there, we're going to move on to the bone marrow thing, unless there's something else that he wants to do. And we're just going to keep trying to bullseye whatever's going wrong. But I mean,
but you could still have the disease. That's not cancer, right?
Yes, I certainly have at least that. That is a symptom. Polycythemia secondary is basically a symptom, and something has to be causing it. The things that.
So now we're back to the very, very, very square one, where Destiny claimed that Boogie had polycythemia. not polythalassemia vera. And that's what Boogie is confirming right now. So he never had cancer. But he's going to start raveling lies back up as the stream progresses, claiming he has known that he has cancer, and his doctor told him that he had cancer. And then his sleep doctor didn't, but his primary doctor did. It's the strangest shit, man. It's so hard to follow.
Can cause it are things like lack of oxygen or being extremely dehydrated when
That's
they take
not
the blood
that's not
test.
how I understand it. I understand it that one is cancer and one isn't cancer. What you just said is if you have the one that's not cancer, it means you have cancer somewhere else.
Well, polycythemia secondary is a symptom, right? Polycythemia vera is a diagnosis, is a cancer. And so at the very least, I have the symptom of polycythemia and something is causing it. And it is possible that it is the cancer.
And it is possible that you don't have cancer.
Right. It could be something else. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Maybe my CPAP machine's not working. Hasn't been working for the last 2 years. That we've tried to roll all of that out. That's why we did the sleep study that you see in the documentary. Turns out I'm sleeping fine.
It could be my CPAP machine, or I have cancer. It's like that's like kind of a big jump. That's a big jump. Victor says you should see if you can get on EFAP. It depends on when it is. I'll be racing in Indianapolis this weekend, and I think EFAP's on Saturdays, so I definitely wouldn't be able to do it if it's on a Saturday.
Do you understand the gravity of how bad this is?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm willing to bend over backwards. I don't, fuck the show. You kick me off of it. You have to. Obviously, I'm willing to bend over backwards to show everybody how fucked up this was. In fact, right now, and I have it queued up, ready to go, regardless of whether or not you kick me off of this show, I'm donating $1,000 basically to St. Jude's. I'm pulling that trigger right now.
Which is a tenth of the money he scammed from his audience with a crypto scam, or his appearance fee. So he's going to pay back a tenth of what he stole from people. Keep in mind, he would not take 80 grand to show his portal, obviously, because his portal did not say he had cancer. But he's going to give back a tenth of the cancer to St. Jude's. At least there's that. Tim says Boogie was suicide baiting after Keem into the stream on Destiny's stream. What? He went on Destiny's stream too? No way. When did this happen? Dude, I'll pull that shit up here in a second. Send me a link in my DMs on Twitter. Thank you, Tim.
As we speak, and I'll send you a receipt momentarily.
Here's another thing I made Boogie do is I made him mail me the play button. All right. So his 1 million sub play button is being sent to my house. And I don't know exactly the plan, but the initial thought in my head is that we'd auction it off. Whatever money we get for it goes to some type of cancer research. Because I
would like to ask that it's St. Jude's. And the reason I'd like to ask that it's St. Jude's is because they do two things that are very important. And I've raised money for St. Jude's many times before. What they do.
You're going to notice that Boogie will say, I've raised money for cancer research so many times. He'll repeat this about 10 times. I've raised money for cancer research so many times. I've raised money so many times, everybody in the chat. I care so much about cancer that I've raised money so many times. I will also lie about it and raise money for myself and also scam my audience for medical bills for cancer that I never actually had. But also, I care so much about cancer that I'm going to raise money. I'm going to raise money. So yeah, Tim, here, I'll post the I'll post the cancer. Here's my Twitter, Tim. It's a different Twitter. It's my NASCAR Twitter. So thank you. Where is it?
Do there is they treat children with cancer for entirely free. So if you have cancer and you appeal to St. Jude's, they will most likely treat your child's cancer for free. They'll also board the family so that they can be near the child. It's out of Memphis, Tennessee. It's a wonderful charity.
Yes, Jay Crane and Caleb. All this is him making himself feel better. You're right. Hitting it right on the head. This is making himself feel better. Love from Saudi. You're the legend who got me into NASCAR, Rashid. Thank you, my friend, for your $5. Love you. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. I hope you keep watching.
It's also a research hospital. So what they do is they try to beat cancer. They are the people looking for the cure for all different types of cancer. So when you give money to St. Jude's, you're doing two things. Number one, you're saving a child's life. And number two, you are helping beat cancer. So I'd like to request that
people
check,
are really, really mad about the 1K. How do you justify the 1K?
because that's what I have left. I don't know what else I should give. I can't give away money. I
But you
don't-
told Coffee that you had no money left, and now there's $1,000.
well, I got paid by you, and no, I showed him receipts for 3,000. There was 2,000 left, but now I spent more of that.
Okay, so now that we're on this honesty tour,
And I'm gonna drop this on the lolcal Twitter right now,
Uh,
just so you see it.
in the DMs.
Yeah, in the group chat.
Thank you, Tim. I'll check it out. I appreciate that. I'm about to sneeze, guys, so I'm gonna let it play for a second, but I'm about to sneeze so hard. Billy says he's not fat, he's big po. I doubt it. Halo Millennium says, here's for you not faking cancer. I hope this goes a long way. Thank you, Halo. I appreciate that, dude. Hope you're doing well, man.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what other ways to bend over backwards. If there's things I can sell, I'd like to maybe consider. I considered live streaming, for the next month, every live stream I do, and try to do 3 a week, and just raise money for St. Jude's. But I don't think people would trust me enough to give, and I don't blame them.
No,
So-
you shouldn't be asking the public for money for
Exactly.
anything, even for
Exactly.
charity. That's why I told you to mail me the play button.
Exactly.
Do you
And
understand
if
how
that-
conflicted I am? Did you were obviously watching the stream.
I will say this for a little bit of context for people that aren't aware. And I know there's an opinion about this, but his gold play button, when YouTube issues you a play button, they issue you a promo code to order as many as you would like. The promo code is to order one for your editor or two for your editors, a thumbnail person, a social media person, a sponsor. You can order as many play buttons as you would like after you get your first play button. Now, obviously, they're like $500 a pop or something, but you can get as many play buttons as you want. When I got mine, they send you one for free, and then you can pay for as many as you want. So you can pay your team, because a lot of YouTube channels have a whole team of people. So Boogie can literally just order another gold play button. So I thought that I don't understand this gesture. It's weird. It's very, I mean, I get it, whatever. Like maybe it's not going to be in the style. Maybe it'll be the new play button, which is still pretty cool. The new play button's pretty freaking sweet. But still, like, you can just order another one. It doesn't really solve anything, but
Stream. I told you to watch the stream. I'm pretty fucking conflicted because and that's why I was able to figure it out right away. Because I know you. You get into the fucking mental illness panic mode and you do and say anything you possibly fucking can.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But I don't understand the recording the video, editing the video, and uploading the video. There's a lot of steps in between your panic and your mental illness till
Well,
that
I'll tell you, it's about 2 hours between, like, I finished that doctor's appointment and it was on the phone, and I sat and thought about it for a little while, and I researched the disease, and I thought this is something I could talk about. And if I'm being genuine, sure, part of it was talking about the disease and talking about my life as I always have. But part of it is the thing that I've done even on the show. I've tried to stop doing it, but it's sympathy farming. It's something you've called me out on a million fucking times. And
he's going to do it about 100 times on this show as well. You're going to see it live here as well.
I felt really shitty about myself. I had no one to talk to it about, and I decided to go to the internet with it instead.
A lot of people are calling out your brother. Can you explain what happened with your brother? Because he was defending you, saying you had it.
Because he's seen the paperwork and he knows they're treating it, and he knows that like he said, the codes are in there because they've said the reason they are treating this to the insurance company.
What he said his brother, and got his brother on the phone and got his brother the tweet to confirm Boogie's diagnosis of polythalassemia vera. His brother said he staked his entire reputation on Boogie's diagnosis of polythalassemia vera. Boogie has never been diagnosed with polythalassemia vera. Therefore, his brother, his whole reputation is gone because he was lying. Now, granted, I will say his brother never had a reputation, because who the hell is his brother? I always thought that was really strange. Boogie's like, my brother stakes his entire life. I'm like, your brother doesn't have an online, like, he's not a public figure on this. It doesn't matter if no one's going to be like, oh, I don't trust you because I know you're Boogie's brother. He's not going to lose any people from his practice. Doesn't make any sense. So the codes are there, though, bro. The codes are there.
Is because I possibly have polycythemia vera, so it's in there.
What about okay, so you're telling your brother you have cancer, you're telling the internet you have cancer, you're telling your girlfriend you have cancer, you're telling everyone that you have cancer, but it may not be. How do you justify that?
Because I mean, there is no justification. I can tell you what I was thinking at the time. There is no justification.
It's like
what
I
was thinking.
I swear to God, guys, I gotta tell me. I tweeted this, all right, because this is a real thing that happened yesterday.
All right, so breaking news real quick from Tim on Twitter. After the stream ended, keep in mind if you're just joining, I showed at the very beginning Boogie threatening to self-harm with a knife at the very end of the stream. I don't know why Boogie does this shit. But immediately after that happened, he went on Destiny's stream and was threatening suicide. We're going to pull that up right now. We're going to look at that, and then we're going to come back to this. And I'm going to skip around because it's going to get real spicy. So we're going to get into the spice because when Mudahar and Destiny joins the stream, it gets crazy. I will say, I don't really care for Destiny. I think a lot of you agree. Destiny's been kind of shitty lately. One thing you can say is he's sticking to his guns. But that being said, Destiny joining this stream went insane. It was probably the most entertaining thing I've seen in like a month, at least. It was crazy. So that being said, we're going to show that right now. Here it is. It's Boogie baiting that he's going to commit suicide after all of this stuff has happened. So here it is right here.
What else do you lie about? Is your real name not even Boogie?
Yeah,
I think it has to be
that's a nickname.
you're just socially adept to this. There's no way you can have that social cue.
It's a nickname, obviously. Is your real name Destiny?
Only when I'm stripping.
Yeah. Liar. Good show.
Okay,
That's
have
fine.
fun, guys. Good luck. Except for you, Boogie. You are a manipulative, horrible human being. I hope people around
I
you
hope
realize
you
it.
fucking
It's not
kill
about your health
yourself.
things.
I
Okay,
hope
being
you
fat.
fucking kill
Okay,
yourself.
that you're
Go-
ugly on
go
the
ahead and have
inside,
another
not on the
cup
outside.
holder.
Inside, not on the
Go ahead and
outside.
have another-
Okay.
Go ahead and vilify somebody who just exercised your American rights. Go ahead and do that. Laugh at a dead fireman, you piece of shit.
Are you going to
You'll have
volunteer
a-
for your fire
I've-
department
I've-
anytime soon?
Anyways,
Because if so, I
I laugh at a
might.
dead fireman.
It
you piece
was
of shit. My dad was
Destiny.
a volunteer
just back
fireman.
there.
My dad was a volunteer fireman. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, good luck.
Didn't your dad also fucking molest her? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, if you want to know
Fucking wild
specifically
shit.
would you like to specifically know what my dad did? My dad got drunk because he was an alcoholic.
Sure, I guess. Why not?
And he exposed himself to me.
Okay.
And then he encouraged me to masturbate with him, which is not cool. Specifically with
I don't want to make any jokes right now.
Well,
I'm already
Stream, you
enough
jerked you
trouble
off
on
or
the
something?
internet, so good luck. I can't.
My God. My God. I can't, dude. Look, you want to know what I think? I think Boogie lied about his abuse too. Why not? Why not? He gets angry and starts screaming because his dad apparently died of cancer. So he's super angry that anybody would even insinuate that he would lie about cancer because his dad died. But also, his dad molested him apparently. So what? Why is he like his dad now? Or he's mad that his what? Oh, by the way, also his dad was a fireman. Is his dad? What else is his dad? Is his dad also a Diet Mountain Dew? And also a doctor? Like, what else is his dad? That personally pertains to every situation we're in. His dad is the president too. I'll have you know, my dad was president one time. Jesus Christ, boys. Just show my sport. Quantum, thank you, dude. Bo Beeps says, will the stream end with a shirtless musical? If we hit Naked Snake, it will. Thank you. This is rough, boys. Let's continue. This is unbelievable. absolutely unbelievable, man. I'm just blown a damn way.
Or the day before, I can't remember. I'm on the phone with Boogie, and we're talking about future test. And at one point, Boogie says, and I swear to God this happened, he goes, I can't believe I'm praying I might have cancer.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a fucking victim so bad?
Keep in mind, later on, he says he has cancer, and then says he probably has cancer, and then says again he most likely has cancer. But also says he never lied. It's none of it makes sense.
Like, that is so fucking insane. The fucking
Because, like,
that came out of your mouth.
Because when we get these tests done, I deserve to have it up my ass. I deserve to have it in my fucking brain. I deserve to have fucking cancer the way my dad did, the way Danny did, the way my
And this is where we go to the victim woe is me. I deserve everything that happens to me. His comfortable state of being is the victim.
friend, like everybody that's ever died of cancer, lost a loved one of cancer, I fucking deserve cancer. And yeah, I fucked up here. I should not have jumped the gun. And in my mind, treating me for this cancer, knowing that it's possibly, if not most likely there, is the same as it testing positive. And that's what I have an appointment with my doctor on August 16th. And we're going to talk about it then. But I presume, because they've said so many times, like, you most likely have this cancer. You most likely have this cancer.
We have 11,000 people here, and we're about to do a vote. And
see, now he's saying he most likely has the cancer. You're going to find out later that he was never told he had cancer. And then retroactively find out 20 minutes later that, oh, by the way, his primary doctor did say cancer, 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 cancer. It's this big weird circle of I had it, I didn't have it. My doctor said I had it. My doctor didn't say I had it. And then he claims he found out because he Googled it. Devil, Boogie's burned himself so deep, even the earthworms are all, slow down, bro. You're going too far. He's going so deep that his fat's starting to melt off because he's getting close to the core, son. Thank you. Appreciate you, Devil.
I need everyone that's here to vote. We're going to do a vote based on whether or not Boogie should be fired from Lolcal Live, because I am, honest to God, not for entertainment, not for the stream. I am very, very, very conflicted. All right. I've lost loved ones that have died to cancer. I've lost friends. My friends have lost friends. My family members have lost family members. You in the audience know somebody that died of cancer. This is not something to play with. I cannot even think of a YouTuber that is known by millions of people and is as famous as you are. You may pull little views on YouTube. You might not be relevant, but you are fucking famous. You're known by millions and millions of people. I can't think of anyone with this type of, I don't know what the term is, notoriety or whatever, that has faked cancer.
The only people I can think of are those like two friends or two brothers that were like teenagers, and they would always say they're giving out iPhones and they're giving out free V-Bucks and shit for Fortnite. And then like one day they had a random video and he's like, oh, my brother's sick. He's actually sick. He's dying. And then all of a sudden he wasn't dying anymore. They 100% faked that shit, but I don't even know their names. So Boogie's been around for so long is his point.
And I wish it was just that. Let me finish. I wish it was just that tagline, because then my decision would be easy. I'd be like, you're fucking gone. But we're dealing with someone who may have cancer, who wants to be a victim so bad, who went into this panic state. I know how you did this. And you instantly ran to the internet and said, oh my God, I fucking got this.
So I do want to add that when I launched that video, I turned monetization off, and it's always been off. Like Mudohar pointed out, I did earn $120, but you can't turn off people who use YouTube Premium.
But 2 weeks ago, he scammed his audience for $10,000 in crypto because he said he had to pay for his cancer treatments. So this is irrelevant.
Still got $120. But that's atypical of a video that gets 100,000 views, right? 100,000 views normally would get you $1,000 for a lot of people. And obviously I didn't get that.
No, guys, we're about to go ahead.
Secondly, I raised money with that video. There was a fundraiser with that video and it raised money. Thirdly, I've never asked for money. People offered and I said no.
No, you definitely financially benefited from cancer throughout your career. You don't say that you didn't, because you used it to get out of the CoffeeZilla thing. Even you saying that in a YouTube video means that someone felt bad and bought a t-shirt. Like you can't say that you didn't financially benefit from saying
I mean, I'll give you full credit. I'm just saying that I had the wherewithal to know that I was never going to ask directly and not put a charity bullshit fundraiser, pay for Boogie's cancer bullshit. I never wanted that. But you're right.
The shittiest thing
You're
about
right.
all this is you might actually have fucking cancer.
I know.
That's the shittiest thing about this. This is the
I'm
dumbest.
in a-
You want to know what I think? You guys want to hear my spicy take? I bet Boogie doesn't even have polythalassemia. I bet Boogie hasn't even been to the doctor. I bet none of this is real. I bet. You want to know why I bet this? Because when Destiny asked what treatments he's taking, when he said he had to pay for cancer treatments, is nothing. He said he was doing monthly blood tests. Monthly blood test. And he came off testosterone a year ago and then got back on it. I bet none of this ever happened. I bet he went to the doctor and the doctor was like, hey, you have some abnormal levels of this. We'll keep a monitor on it. And it was like a 10-minute visit. And then he went home and Googled something and said, yeah, I have cancer. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Speaking of guarantees, Matthew Fortune. I'm fighting so hard to not sneeze. Oh my gosh. Ooh, my allergies are killing me. Oh, that dust allergy. Helped my friend move the other day and I can barely function. The dust is inside me. It's in my soul. Matt says, today is my birthday. I turned 31. I hope all you have a great day and hope Camel has a great race and gives it his all. Thank you for giving me so many laughs and letting me be open with who I am on your channel. You're good. Thank you so much. Matthew Fortune, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Love you, dude. Appreciate you. I appreciate you always supporting your boy. You've been on tons of my race cars this year for dropping $100 super chats. I really appreciate the support, and we love you, Matthew, and you're always welcome. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your $50 Canadian boy. Love you. Riley says, love the content. Keep it up. Thank you, Riley. I love you. And thank you again, Matthew. Appreciate you guys so much. We're an orange and a red from a rainbow night. Thank you, guys. We're getting close to the neck and snake, though. We're almost halfway there already. Crazy as hell. Let's continue.
Fucking
in a
crime. This is the dumbest YouTuber crime I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's a really fun position to find myself in, that I am going to go down in history as having faked cancer and then still might die of cancer. So if you have what you thought you had, you don't die. You live a normal life. Again, if you look into it, it increases your chance for stroke or heart attack dramatically. And that's why we've been so serious about it and why throwing so much money.
Man, it's going to be a very spicy take stream, guys. And I apologize. But Boogie will say over and over, he'll say over and over that this is going to turn into cancer. And actually, that's not true. It's a very, very rare case. It will turn into leukemia within 20 years. Very rare. 1 out of every 20 people, it may turn into leukemia in 20 years. This is the joke. This is the truth, not a joke. Boogie will be dead within 5 years. He will not be dead. He will not be alive in 20 years to maybe get leukemia. And this is mean as fuck, and I get it. Boogie needs a little bit of meanness in his life right now. Because I've been around Boogie in real life. We've had some fun times. We've drank together. We've ate hot wings together. You know. And I don't think Boogie understands how this affects people. He says he does, but I don't think he does. You know. And the truth of the matter is, increasing your chance for heart attack, strokes. Boogie is a 50-year-old man who has been over 400 pounds since he was a teenager. He has already won the lottery, making it to 50. I am blown away that he is 50 years old. The fact that he could have maybe polythalassemia vera, maybe, and it could kill him maybe in 28, 30 years. None of this matters. None of this matters. It is all completely irrelevant. The only reason you would ever mention that you have some very, very, very softball, as he put it, cancer that isn't actually going to affect his quality of life at all before he dies of something else, the only reason you would ever mention it is to get sympathy cells and donos, sympathy subs, sympathy likes. Right? I would never mention it. If I went to the doctor right now and they're like, you have melanoma, we're gonna remove this mole and you should be good, I would never talk about that shit. I might say it on stream, hey, guess what, guys? I had melanoma, but I got that shit removed and we're good. It would be a 7-second thing. You know? I wouldn't make a video, guys, I have cancer. You know what I'm saying? So, all this is irrelevant. He will be dead way before this cancer even turns into cancer. If it ever would. Keep in mind, it's ultra rare that it ever would. Florida Farmer says, I've been hitting the gym every day and I was able to cut my whole yard. Not getting winded. Feels good, man. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Florida Farmer. Keep at it. You will notice that you get in shape really fast. You don't necessarily get shredded within a couple months, but you'll notice that you can walk up. You do the stair climber for 10 minutes a day for 2 months. The first day you throw up. The 7th day you make it and you're winded. 2 months in, you have to turn up the resistance to even feel it. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you, Florida Farmer. We love you. We appreciate you. Devil says, I diagnosed Boogie with diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. Dude's a pathological liar. He lives in his own version of reality. Yeah, and I think in defense of Boogie, in some weird, fucked up way, I think Boogie has made himself believe a lot of this. Know what I'm saying?
At it because my doctors have told me that this is life and death now.
Really, Boogie?
And
if this
yes.
was life and death, then you'd lose weight and you would have gotten shape. If it was,
I'm down 24 pounds in 6
and that
months,
doesn't fucking matter because 2 years ago you found this out and you gained weight in that time. So come on, stop. This is more manipulation. The audience is not going to fall for it. Okay,
I don't mean it as manipulation. I'm just saying I've thrown money at it. I suck at losing weight, but I've done every test they told me to do. I was good at throwing money on it, and it pretty much drained.
All right, but I got to talk for a minute. I got to talk for a minute. So just let me kind of go here. On the stream before this, I did a poll, right? And I'm trying to remember the context of the poll, but it was like, should I fire Boogie if he doesn't come clean? Like that was basically what the poll was last time.
Keep in mind, Boogie never comes clean. At the beginning of this show, he says, I'm sorry, all the people I hurt. But he never says why he's sorry. And then he goes on to defend himself the entire rest of the stream with the exact same rhetoric. Never once does he say, I'm sorry, I lied to everyone and I never had cancer. He never says that. He says, oh, my doctor actually said I have cancer. And Destiny's like, what? What the fuck? Then why do you need a biopsy? And he's like, I don't, oops. He gets caught in a lie so many times, man. So, yeah, Keem should fire him forever because he never came clean. And look, I get it. Keem's not going to do that. Keem will bring him back in a couple weeks. Why? Because he had 14,000 concurrent today, 16,000 concurrent Monday. I get it. Look, I'm not gonna shame the grift. I get it. That's a lot of freaking viewers, dude. But still, that's he should swear his ass off. Boogie should lose 200 pounds, and only then he can come back. 200 pounds, and only then. It'll be about 1.5 years minimum. You can do it, though. He can do it. It's just he loves eating cake. He said on the live stream that he can't eat. He thinks eating is gross. He can't swallow food. And 10 minutes after that, he calls his brother on the phone to vouch for him and lie for him, by the way. And he's eating fucking cake and downing it with Mountain Dew. This actually happened on the last stream. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up.
And you all said I should fire him if he doesn't come clean, and we got him to come clean, so he wasn't fired. Now, since that stream, I've seen in this chat tonight, I've seen it on fucking Reddit, I've seen it on Twitter, where people said, why are you having a hard time to decide? We already did a poll, and you already agreed to fire him. No. So stop manipulating. And also, with this poll that we're about to do, this is not the deciding factor. This is just going to help me make my decision. So I want to know where the audience is at. Do we kick Boogie the fuck out of here? Is he kicked off the show? Or is he staying on? I'm doing the poll right now. Should I fire Boogie? Your options are yes or no. Should I fire Boogie?
All right, guys. So the poll, the results of this poll were 63% yes, 37% no. So that was the results of that poll, by the way. So let's skip ahead to where he reads the results.
But also he did the crypto scam. Just say this is fucking this
Again,
is,
I went way too far with this. It was a stupid snap decision. And
why didn't you say, I understand that you're having the mental illness thing and you're freaking out and you're rushing to the internet and you're making this fucking video and then you find out, oh, maybe it's not cancer. Why didn't you just make an update and be like, guys, I may not have cancer? Why didn't you do that? You knew you were going to get backlash, but at least you weren't living with this fucking.
Again, like you said, I still believe that right now talking to you, I still believe that's the case because that's what my doctors are telling me. You have to treat this like it is the cancer because it most likely is. And I believe them. I believe them. I believe them.
Then what is he apologizing for? If he believes he has cancer because his doctors are telling him, which he reiterates later that they don't, but then he reiterates again that they do. If his doctors are telling him he most likely has cancer, that's the words he's using. What is he sorry for? Because he just apologized for 30 minutes. What is he sorry for? If his doctors are saying you most likely have cancer, why is he apologizing? What is he apologizing over? I don't get it. None of this makes sense, right? Somebody asked, is he fired from lockout? Yes, he was fired today. You're going to see it in about 2 minutes right here. You're going to see it here in a second. Right, the guy says, I've had cancer the past 3 years and I absolutely hate talking about it. I don't want people to see me and think, oh, he has cancer. I don't want people to feel pity on me. Thank you, Rye, the guy, for $10. And I'm sorry you're going through that shit, man. I can't even begin to imagine, man. I'm sorry, man. Love you, Rye. Thank you so much for all your constant support, dude. That's the thing. That's the thing that is a constant in this conversation. Everyone I've ever talked to that has experienced cancer within reason, none of them like talking about it. None of them they don't like people knowing because it's like a stigma. They don't want people to know that they're fighting something right now. They want people to think that they're normal and they're strong and they're here to have a good time. Boogie's the complete opposite. He cannot wait to tell everybody about his cancer. Almost as if he's not actually struggling with cancer. Because if you were struggling with it, you would feel a certain way. Boogie doesn't feel the way that normal people feel. Why? Why is he acting like a person without cancer?
All right. I got to make a decision here.
I mean, can I make one request?
Go ahead. Make a whole final statement, whatever you want to do. Because I'm so fucking conflicted still. Go ahead.
If I get fired from the show, I fully understand. And I understand the position that I put Keem in. And more importantly, I understand the people that I've hurt because I've heard from so many of you. I'm not replying on Twitter right now, but I've been reading it. And I know how hard Mutahar is and how upset so many people are. And my friends are upset. They're like, I know that this show has been very good for me. I've grown a lot as a person. I think you've seen that. I think the audience has seen that.
Yeah, you're way less manipulative. Even though you're still manipulative, you're way less than you were. Before this show.
And that's not true. I don't know if it's because Keem doesn't see it, but this entire thing was manipulation. This entire episode until the end. And you want to know why? Because Boogie is apologizing overtly over and over and over and over. I understand everyone I've hurt. I understand I'm a bad person. I understand the need to kick me off this show. He just said it. I understand why you would have to kick me off. I get it. What does he get? Because he goes on to say the same exact stuff he said 2 shows ago, where his doctor told him he has cancer. and they're treating the cancer, and it's cancer, and he knows it's cancer, and everybody thinks it's cancer. His girlfriend knows it's cancer. His brother knows it's cancer. So what is he sorry over? And why does he understand he needs to be kicked off this show? What is there to understand when you're repeating the same rhetoric from 3 shows ago when you were lying? He doesn't know why he's getting fired. He does nothing. His belief structure hasn't changed at all. He's still repeating the exact same lies. The only thing he's admitted to is he lied about it, reading it off of his portal. That is the only thing he's admitted to so far. He still says his brother, who is not a medical doctor, knows he has cancer because he saw the charts. And his doctor told him he has cancer. And then his doctor said he most likely has cancer. And then his doctor said, no, he never said he had cancer. And then at the end of the stream, he said, yeah, the doctor actually said cancer, 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 it's cancer. He says 3 different things in this stream. What is he sorry for? You can't be sorry if your perspective hasn't changed. You can't be sorry for hurting people if you don't understand the reason they're hurting to begin with. Right? What are you sorry for? I'm confused. Because you still believe the same thing. You still are saying you have cancer. Even though you said you haven't had it's how can you be sorry if you're not changing your story? The one that you're sorry over. If you're sorry over your current rhetoric, why is your rhetoric the same? I'm so confused.
Boogie's on fucking YouTube. Hey guys, hey friends, I love you all, and blah blah blah. And it's like, that's not even you. That is not you.
I mean, that's what you're saying right now is pure unfiltered me. There's no acting, there's no entertainment. I'm just trying to be Steve. And
well, I mean, that sounded like acting, if I'm being honest. Like, well, I get it that you're sad and you're defeated.
It's not. That's why I took all the Boogie shit down, because I don't want to see it, because I don't want to be that person.
Guys, I don't want to get Muta on right now, or anyone else on. I know there's a lot of requests to have Destiny on, all these people on and stuff. And like, yeah, like maybe we do that towards the end or something. But I want to just
I heard you mention that I'm going to read these.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you would like, I'll read those while you make your decision.
Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do you still have access to the channel?
I probably do. Let me see.
You should be able to get on the channel. There's a way to click the super chats. And then there's a way to see not this stream, but the donos from last stream that never got read. Let's do some of that for sure.
All right, we're gonna skip some of that and then get to where Keem is gonna fire Boogie.
I think you understand how severe this is, right? But it's a very complex thing.
Of course.
You're fired. You have to be fired. You are fired. You are fired. You have to be kicked off this fucking show. This is crazy. This is so fucking bad. And I have sympathy for you. I actually do. And I know a lot of people don't. They want you dead. But I do, because I understand how complex this is. I truly do. But like, this is so fucking bad. I don't even have other words than just bad, 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 bad. And I know that you're not evil. I know you're just, I don't even have a better word for this. You're retarded. You're retarded. Like,
that's the word. That's the word I use. So
you have to be fucking fired. But I also think, because this is so fucking there's so much gray here. This is not a black and white situation. I mean, shit, he may still have fucking cancer. I mean, this is not black and white.
The one thing you can say about this is Keem is definitely giving him an out. Keem is like, it's not black and white. No, it is. It's black and white. It sure is. And Keem is offering him a pathway back to the show, which I don't necessarily disagree with. If Boogie loses 150 pounds minimum, or 200, which will take him over a year, and he changes everything about himself, then I think that would be a fair thing to consider. Because that takes a lot of damn work. That takes a lot of work. That being said, it won't help his health. The damage from obesity is over, but still. So, Devil Jink says, I'm sick of entitled clowns like RT, USA, and Boogie. But more than them, I'm sick of their apologists and who keep them popular. Well, they're called log cows for a reason. And I've been called a log cow. To be fair, every creator I've ever witnessed, with the like exception of some really, really straight and narrow, like Scott the Waz and people like that don't, they don't really get called it much. They do every once in a while. But I've heard every creator get called a log cow. I get called a log cow all the time. And it's because I exist, and that's just how it is. So that's just people in general. But yeah, I think there are legitimately log cows. Boogie is obviously one. Review Tech USA, I don't think he really was about 3 years ago. But I don't know if it's from the constant acid he does. Because I haven't talked to Rich in a while, but he was always doing acid or something back in the day, and I think he did it a little bit too much and fried his brain because he kind of every time I watch a clip from him, he's just fucking unhinged, man. He is absolutely balls to the wall unhinged. So, man, he's suffering through something. Boogie's not suffering. I don't think Boogie's suffering from anything. I think Boogie is 100% just a pathological absolutely attention addicted narcissist, and he can't stop. Every single avenue he looks at to consider is how will this benefit me from the attention side. Even this is attention. Even the negative attention, he wants it. He even wants the negative attention. He wants all of it. All of it. You can't turn that off. As far as Review Tech, I just think he's suffering from extreme depression, and he's probably taking a little bit too much acid. And he's kind of going fucking haywire. Boogie stuff sound mine. I don't believe for an absolute second that he's like, oh, I have mental illness and that's why I act like this. Bro, no. You don't just get to be a 29-year-old white woman today and claim you have mental illness, and that's why you're not held accountable for anything you do. I am so tired of people in the last 20 years self-diagnosing themselves with, oh, I have anxiety. I have panic attacks. I have depression. I have ADHD. I have all these things. Oh, have you been diagnosed for any of those? Oh, well, actually, no, I Googled all of it. No, fuck off. You're still held accountable for your decisions in life. I have seen so many girls, man. There was this one girl. Holy shit. She would be working a dead-end job for $9 an hour. And I'm like talking to her, and I'm like, I can get you a job making 16 at this place. And I can help you find an apartment, and I can help you go back to school. I can help you do all these things. And she's like, I just suffer from too much anxiety and depression. I can't leave the house, and I suffer from this and this, and I just can't do this, and I can't do that. I can't do this. So I'm just going to stay working $9 an hour for the rest of my life and like bouncing from couch to couch until I'm back with my parents again. By the way, plot twist, she's never actually been diagnosed with anything. It's all self-diagnosing. All of it is. And that's what Boogie's doing. I would pay $1,000 to see Boogie's mental health diagnosis that don't exist. I guarantee you that shit doesn't exist. How much you want to bet? All this shit is when he gets back to a corner, he's like, oh, mental health. It's my mental health. My mental health's getting me. No, man, you're just not a good person, dude. Look, I don't think Tommy C's a bad person at all. Actually, I like Tommy C. He's always been really cool to me. And that's not even how I judge people on if they're cool to me or not. But Tommy C's been straightforward. I don't think Keem's necessarily that bad. I think Keem is a Vince McMahon type, but I don't think he's that bad. I don't think Wings is that bad. If you ever talk to Wings like laid back and down to earth. He'll just talk to you, and he'll repeat the same shit that you said. He won't make shit up, like about a personal conversation. They're law cows. They've been looked at in a negative light in every way, shape, or form. Boogie, though, I legitimately think Boogie's not a good person. He's just bad. He's a bad egg, man.
It's not like you fucking ran and did like a fucking I got cancer scam and ran a GoFundMe when you never had it. Like it's not like you did something like that. We're not talking about fucking evil. All right.
Right.
We're talking about a retard. So I feel like even though you're fired and you're going to be gone for a while, you should have some type of pathway back. You should have to go through fucking hell, to be honest. The play button, we'll sell that. We'll get it to charity.
I mean,
Reading
at the
these
end of the
super
day-
chats is one. Here's another thing. This should be one of the punishments if you ever want to come back on this fucking show again. Not a fucking single drop of fucking Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew should ever touch your fucking lips again. It should never touch your lips again.
He's like, I quit today. I quit today, you guys. I quit the Mountain Dew just now. Bitch, eat my ass. Eat my ass. I ain't don't play that shit with me. Oh, I just quit just now. Oh, I eat my ass. That motherfucker's drank about 7 Mountain Dews a day. I ain't believing that shit for a damn second.
Again.
That's already a choice I already made. You're
Yeah,
seeing it
right.
now.
Yeah, right.
Look-
Okay, see, this is what I don't
Look at what I'm drinking tonight. I brought in 2 waters so that I would look. I'm doing it.
Dude, I feel like, you know what? I'm sorry I keep pausing it, guys. I feel like a 12-year-old right now. You guys remember when you were 13 and you were like, look, I got my waters. I'm drinking water today. I'm doing good. I got my waters. I made the decision. My bitch, you are 50. You don't get to brag about not drinking soda. You're 50 now. When you're 12 and you stop drinking soda, you can brag about it to your friends. You are 50, bro. That's baby's first fucking diet steps. It's just not doing the first thing. Just don't drink soda. No, I can't, dude. I stopped drinking soda today. Why? Okay, good. Good. Do that for about 10 years. Jesus, baby's first damn diet steps over here.
That's something I've already done.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel like if anyone on the internet ever catches you with a fucking another Mountain Dew, like you're not getting back. You're not getting back. Because that is so like that alone is so fucking dumb that you may have fucking cancer and you're drinking that instead of water. And you're trying to lose weight with the.
Oh, you guys ready for this? This is where he claims his doctor said diet soda is actually totally good for him. You ready for this bullshit?
Health scares of so those are just a few things I can think of my top of hell. The whole crawling on the floor for fucking Keemstar, like think of that times like a million. Like you should have to go through absolute hell to have any path back to this fucking show.
I mean, I'll crawl right now, and that's with me fired.
I don't want to see that. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's just silly. That's just no.
I mean, at the end of the day, I took my most prized possession and I sent it to you. It's the only thing I ever wanted to be fucking buried with. And we're giving it up for charity. And I hope that's a start. I hope that's a start. But I know it's certainly not it. And there'll be more.
Guys, if you guys have
by the way, just to clear it up a little bit, to clear it up just a hair, you can order another play button after you get your first one. And I know it's not the same exact play button, but you can order as many play buttons as you want after you get your first one. You can go into your YouTube Studio app, go into your rewards, and you'll have a code. You can order as many as you would like for editors or anything. So, hollow gesture, in my opinion. Really, yes. I have one right behind me, right here. And you can order as many as you like. Obviously, they cost money after the first one, but it's not like Boogie doesn't have some money, okay? And they're not thousands of dollars. They're a couple $100. They're either $400 or $500 from what I remember. So,
thoughts on like a potential Boogie redemption back to the show? Let me know in the chat or whatever. Let me know on Twitter, wherever you want to let me know. But like, everyone can do better. Everyone can like fucking fix almost everything. Fuck, I can't even talk. I'm so fucking.
So if he wants to come yell at me, I'll let him. Just a Destiny fan right now. I agree with a lot of the internet. I agree.
Destiny's about to join the stream. I skipped the part where he's reading super chats because they're just shitting on him, obviously. And he doesn't really have a reaction to any of it. So, as RP Trucks thing, yes, sir. So we're going to skip over that, but we're going to go into where Destiny joins and blows the stream up. Look, I got to reiterate, not a fan of Destiny. As far as what's happened recently, really. But holy shit, he makes the stream so much better. He pulls like 8 lies out of Boogie. I don't know how he's so good at that shit. He can like run over Boogie with a monster truck, theoretically. Not theoretically. What is the word? Dude, I'm from Alabama. I'm sorry. Figuratively speaking, maybe. Donna, here's some Arca Bucks. Good luck Friday. I'll be listening. Post lost picks. Thank you, Donna. We love you and we appreciate you, Donna. Thank you so much for your love and support. We are 270 away from Naked Snake for the 228th stream in a row. Oh my God, Turtle. Yeah. I'll just talk about that for a second. Turdy said, you missed the religious super chat, and Boogie suddenly admits that he found God and he's been praying. Boogie claims I think I'm getting swatted. Oh. False alarm. We're good. It was just one of my buddies beating on my door. My door code is dead because the batteries are dead. And they were just beating on the fucking door. And I was like, well, what the fuck's happening? You know, I have a padlock that you can unlock with a code on my car or on my house. And it's apparently the batteries are dead. And I was like, fuck, Boogie, you really swapped me, Boogie. All right, it's all good. Yeah, thank you, Donna. It's Papa John's. No. By the way, make sure you guys like the stream. I really appreciate all the recent love and views and stuff. It's been really cool. Also, please do me a favor and subscribe if you're not, because I've been covering a lot of shit like this lately. For some reason, the Boogie shit's been popping, so I appreciate that. And also, don't forget, every $100 super chat goes on my car. If you guys don't know, I race in NASCAR. We're doing a few one-offs for trucks and Xfinity, but we race full-time in ARCA as well. And every single $100 super chat goes on my car for the next race that comes up. So don't forget that. And it will be live on Fox Sports 1 on Friday, 5:30 p.m. Central, I believe, or Eastern. I don't know if I can know. What if you run out of space? Oh, I don't run out of space. We had like 200 on there at one point. So make sure you guys are following that. And also, since Mick Stellar keeps yelling at me in the chat, I do offer small sponsorships for channels and small businesses to help grow their social media. We got 2 people to 1,000 followers like overnight. It was really cool to see. So if you want to jump on that, it's super cheap. It's not like 20 or 30 grand like some of them pay for like the sides of our car and stuff. It's a lot cheaper. And we got Allied Cloud on there, Elite Showers and Spa, Karis as well. We got Ibrin Designs, which is on there now. So shoot me a DM. We'll get you monetized. We'll get your social media following huge. We're going to do everything we can. And plus, Tim Pool is one of my partners. So Tim Pool retweets a lot of my stuff, and he helps out a lot too. So don't forget. Very, very important. And it helps me out a lot because I had a sponsor pull out 2 days ago, and it really fucked everything up. So kind of stressed out, but I'm keeping the dream alive. So anyways, I'm going to go. All right, let's watch Destiny join the stream and burn it down. Somebody said every time I talk, I sniff. Yeah, I helped my friend move the other day, and there was dust everywhere, and I have a really bad dust allergy, as well as pollen. So I'm dying today. But hey, it's all good. So anyways, if you guys want to DM me, here is my Twitter right there in the chat. Right now. You can also message me on Facebook. It's the Real Camelot 331. I think you'll find it. It's in the link tree, and then also Instagram as well. Let's go.
A lot with Piers Morgan about my opinion of Destiny, but I'm a little biased. So I would.
Platypus says Destiny's worse than Boogie. It's hard to say that. They're pretty close. The difference is Destiny will stand by what he's saying, even though it's abhorrent, and I don't agree with it at all. And he'll kind of stick to his guns. Boogie is lying about cancer, probably lying about everything, lying about the abuse from his dad. I think that's probably been uncovered now because he's like, how dare you say I'm lying about cancer? My dad died of cancer. My dad was a fireman. How dare you? I loved my father, but his father abused him sexually, I thought. Interesting. Very weird. And then he claims we already played that on the stream earlier when he was threatening suicide. Anyways, Hypnotic, I love you, baby. So that being said, very strange stuff. I don't understand what's going on. Platypus said that was his mom. No, he said it was his dad on this stream. We already played it. Unless he lied. I don't fucking know. He probably lied. I can't keep up with this shit.
And personally, if this was still my show and I wasn't fired, I would not want Destiny on. But it's not my decision. So if he wants to come yell at me, I'll let him. Just don't make fun of a dead fireman, please, while you're here. I'll keep reading in the meantime. Chris Martinez says, funny, Boogie loved to throw his fake cancer diagnosis casually over the last 2 years for pity and clout. Now when he gets called out for it, he wants everyone to forget it. No, I don't. You'll never forget it. I won't forget it either. We should have
telling you you had it, or he thinks that's what it is.
In my memory. And again, I am.
But he doesn't put it on the portal?
No. That my back pain's not on the portal. Regular polycythemia is not on the portal. There's a bunch of things that are not on that portal that need to be.
Guys, I'm already in.
Also, by the way, at some point in this stream, and it's probably right now, Boogie claims to have polythalassemia. Instead of polythalassemia vera. Out of nowhere. What's up, Toasty with the Mosty? How you doing, baby? How you doing?
In talks with Destiny via DM, so you don't need to spam that. Okay. Well, let's I think let's move to this show. Read the big ones, 50s and 100s.
Oh, I started with the show. We've done those.
Okay.
So we're back on the previous show. Yeah.
Well, Mike Klum says, Lolcow Live. Hey, Mike, you ready to make the document, the second documentary on Boogie?
Call me, Mike, if you're interested. You know, I could probably use the paycheck. I just got fired. So.
So stupid. I want to know where Boogie's even getting paid now. This was his last money. I looked at Boogie's house is paid off from what I understand, right? So he can survive roughly off $2,500, $3,000. He's probably making $1,000 on YouTube, maybe less, maybe wherever else he's streaming. He's probably able to pull in $3,500 a month, maybe $4,000, maybe. So you could totally do that. His house is not paid off. Well, if he's paid a lot down and refinanced it, his payment's less than $2,000 probably. So. Anyways, we'll see.
But it's so stupid. It's the most. I'm sorry to laugh because I know some people are really fucking angry, but it's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb, Boogie. It's
what
so,
kills
so
me.
dumb.
What kills me again?
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
What kills me again is I still don't. I'm like, I obviously feel like shit because everybody's angry. But I'm confused because again, I might still have this fucking cancer.
I know that's why
all
it's
these
dumb.
terrible fucking symptoms, and so I don't understand.
That's
like
why it's dumb.
what a fucking shit show it is. To number one, be treating a cancer that costs a goddamn fortune to treat.
That's why it's so dumb.
And also believe that I have cancer and also being told I have cancer.
By the way, Destiny asked him later how he's treating his cancer, and Boogie can't tell him. He says he's doing monthly a blood test. So why did he scam his viewers out of $10,000 for the crypto scam?
But not being able to prove it, and until we, and that's why everybody's mad is because I don't have the proof, right? I don't have the full confirmation. But we are treating it. We've been treating it for 2 years. I've been told for 2 years that I have it, and that's why we're treating it. And I don't understand where the lie is.
There you go. Here we go. We've come full circle. No pun intended, Boogie. We've come full circle. The beginning of the stream, Boogie profusely apologizes. He says he understands why he's getting fired. Sorry. Alabama. Sometimes my Alabama-ness comes out. He says he understands why he's getting fired. He understands how he hurt people. He understands that he lied, and he's sorry to everyone. And then right now, he just repeated the exact same rhetoric. He's been told he's had cancer this whole time is what he's claiming now. And he doesn't understand where the lie is. If he doesn't understand where the lie is, why is he apologizing? That's called a Freudian slip. I might be wrong about that. I might be wrong. Got that Alabama in me. Got that dog in me.
Other than to say, I most likely have it instead of saying I have it. That's it. That's the difference. I should have said I most likely have it, not that I certainly have it.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's not exactly lying about cancer.
Yes.
That's just.
And do you think the internet at any point is going to be like, well, Boogie thought he had cancer, and that's why he said that. No,
No, of course. not.
every fucking title, every single tweet says Boogie faked cancer. The song, the AI song we made for the intro, Boogie faked cancer. No one is ever,
which is again, which is not true, but also it is true, kind of. And I understand why everybody's upset, as they should be.
Why?
I should have been much more clear.
I understand why everybody's upset, although I did not lie at all about anything. Here comes Philip with some math. You ready, Philip? Philip Carroll says $70 monthly blood test equals I have $5,000 in Mercy Hospital right now. The math ain't damn mathin'. The math ain't mathin', boys. And we're getting so far out in the weeds of details that there's no way he can explain any of this anyway. If you ask him how much he's paying a month, he'll be like, "Oh, I don't know." And then you'll be like, "Well, Destiny, ask him what his treatment is," and he'll be like, "I don't know." And then he says pills. He randomly starts saying pills. I'd take a pill. It's wild, dude. Look, if you have cancer and you're open to talking about it, which a lot of people that have cancer keep it a secret because they don't want to be seen as lesser. I get it. Although I could never get it because I don't have the perspective, I can understand not wanting people to think that you're broken. Because that's what people have explained to me. That being said, if you're open to talking about it, you know everything about it. I have talked to people about their cancer treatments in the past, friends, family. They know every single word of every single pill, the milligram they take, every test they get, the results from every test, what every single possible form of cancer that could turn into, every name of every cancer, like 3 different oncologists. They know all this shit. They know it all because they're living it. Boogie, if you ask him a question about his cancer, what is his elevated blood, red blood cell level? What is it? And how low is it dropped in the last month or 2 months or 6 months? What was the cause of you changing your testosterone? Why? He just says, I don't know every time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, why did your red blood cells decrease? I don't know. What are you doing to change your blood cell test? I don't know. That's what he says over and over. I don't know. Because he doesn't fucking have cancer, man.
In the video, if I could go back 2 years and change that and say I most likely have this cancer and we're treating it, that's what I would say. I would have been much more detailed. I would have said we have all of the markers in the blood, we have the symptoms, and it's stupid and expensive to do this bone marrow test because it is invasive and painful and sucks.
Well,
and
I'm gonna let Destiny interrogate you further.
Sure.
Let me add him to the call.
Sure.
I'm trying to remember his. That's him. Okay. Let's see. Turn camera on. I don't know why it started all over from adding him in here, but whatever. What are you gonna do? What are your plans? I mean, you stop drinking Mountain Dew, which is good. But if I swear, Boogie, this is like 1,000% real.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no pathway back to the show if I ever catch you drinking Mountain Dew again, because that is so fucking stupid.
I don't know why he cares about the Mountain Dew. I mean, I get it. It's like a small thing, but I don't know. Kiz Bartlett says, for someone who actually has a CPAP machine, Boogie's story makes no sense. Every single person in my chat that has had cancer or knows somebody with cancer, all of them are like, Boogie, none of this makes sense. None of what Boogie's saying makes sense. It's almost like he's making it up as he goes. I agree, Bill Lombard. I said the same shit 20 minutes ago.
You can't possibly have fucking cancer, possibly have a fucking heart attack, possibly have a stroke and fucking die and be sipping fucking Mountain Dew. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that.
I mean, again, my doctor tells me that's okay. Like, if you're going to drink diet soda, that's fine to drink diet soda. The doctor says that, but I don't want to. And I'll tell you why, because I feel like when I drink it, I get hungrier. I don't know. Some research says it does that. Some people say it doesn't, but it's full of all of that artificial shit. And that artificial shit, I think, makes you hungrier, you know? And that's why I've cut it out.
I don't know. I don't really know where to go from here. I don't know. I mean, we can have him read more super chats.
I don't know
bring you on. Like, I feel like Muta deserves to do a little victory lap, don't you? He
I mean,
asked.
again,
All right, we're gonna bring Destiny in.
and I am being treated for cancer.
I know.
And we just don't have the confirmation.
I know.
So he doesn't have confirmation that he has cancer again, but he also said that he was told he has cancer over and over again, over and over. The same shit. Just we're going in circles. He'll be like, I have cancer. And they're like, what? And then he's like, I mean, I don't have a confirmation I have cancer, but I have cancer. And I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Devil Jinx says lost one grandfather to lung cancer and the other one suffering from what is called urologic cancer, and his chances are slim. I seldom hate, but I'm angry. I agree with you. I don't have enough passion to hate people. But yeah, I don't care for this. I don't usually swear people off very well. You know, I don't even think really super ill will of Review Tech at all. Unrelated. But he's been acting really strange lately, so I don't really talk to him. But I don't hate the guy or dislike him even, probably. I don't really care for Boogie now. Kind of dislike Boogie now. This is a little fucked up, man. Thank you, Devil Jinx. I'm sorry you had to go through that shit twice now. Here comes Destiny, boys. By the way, we are exactly 270 from Naked Snake. That's 2 red boys, a pink boy, orange boy. Thank you guys so much. 1 red boy and orange boy from a rainbow knot, and every red super chat, $100 or more, goes on the NASCAR stock car. Not this weekend, but probably next weekend. This weekend, I already ordered all the decals. So
let me add Destiny now.
Yeah. I am buying an animal cancer puzzle from Medicare right now.
Oh, hello.
I got to be honest, I don't really understand the whole I'm buying stuff from Medicare. That's like to absolve his sins. I don't really understand. Fiery Phoenix, how's it going? Haven't been on YouTube much. I love you. I've been here every day. Now, I have been racing full-time this year in the NASCAR spectrum, so I haven't really been doing as much as I would like. But I've been fucking going hard lately, so I've been putting out videos every day, luckily. Thank you, Fiery Phoenix. And thank you again, Devil Jinx. We love you.
Hey, how you doing? I heard you're having a fun week.
I always have fun weeks.
Good. Say what you got to say to me, and then I got maybe a few things I would like to say to you.
Sure. What is the theme for this episode? What are we talking about, Keemstar?
Well, Boogie has finally admitted that he has no confirmation that he has cancer.
Okay.
The theme of this episode is, will Boogie get fired from the show? We decided he has to get fired. I mean, this is like pretty fucked up. We're trying to think of ways that he can earn his will back and punishments. He's giving the play button to me. It's already being mailed to my house. We're going to put it up for auction. That money will go to charity. He bought a Medicare hat. Medicare actually has cancer.
No, I'm getting the puzzle. I'm getting the puzzle.
He's
It's
not
more
a
expensive.
Well, get the hat because we need to see you with that hat for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then also, what else did we talk about? Mountain Dew. You're never allowed. He's never allowed to drink Mountain Dew again because that is so fucking unhealthy. And one of the main risks of this disease is that he could have a stroke or heart attack. And he kept saying that and using that for manipulation. But here you are not doing anything about your weight. You're drinking Mountain Dew. So that was another thing.
Well, again, I only drink diet, and it's doctor approved. It's 0 calories, but it does have things that could lead like carcinogens and stuff in it. So that's why.
Doctor approved Mountain Dew. Welcome to 2024, boys. Body positivity in full swing. We got the doctor approved 400 milligram prescribed Mountain Dew. I tell you what, doctor approved. They should make that. They should put that on an ad. 1 in 10 doctors agree Mountain Dew's delicious and good for you. Does his Mountain Dew, he have a stamp on it that says doctor approved? If I went to the doctor and the doctor recommended me drinking diet soda, I'd leave. I would leave. How could you? How could you? Holy balls. Who drank beer said it's all fake drama. Keem is in on it. Pretty obvious. I had that thought 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The difference is when Boogie started screaming, and I have a video of it from today or yesterday where it says Boogie fakes a heart attack and fakes crying. Boogie is not a good actor. You can watch all of Boogie's skits. He's a terrible actor. He's not a good actor. When he started screaming at Mutahar, like blood curdling screaming, that was genuine. Boogie didn't become a great actor for 20 seconds, right? So Boogie's definitely lying. He's definitely in a situation. Whether Keem knows about all this shit, he might have known it's a lie all along, and then maybe they're trying to write a storyboard to get around it. But that was a genuine response. Boogie's not capable of genuine responses. That's what I'm saying. That was him lashing out at being caught a liar.
We cut it out.
And he did donate $1,000.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
St.
Just to be
Jude.
clear. Just to be clear. That was a lie. Whatever it said. No doctor's telling you don't drink Mountain Dew Diet because it has carcinogens in it.
No.
You're talking about like
I didn't-
aspartame or whatever? Or
I didn't say that. My doctor has approved diet soda. He says it's fine. But because I've read research that says aspartame and all this other stuff, I don't want to complicate it further. I don't even need to be taking caffeine in, which is the whole reason I drank diet soda, was to have caffeine through the day. Why the fuck do I need caffeine? What the fuck am I doing in the day? You know? I don't need that shit in my body. It's a very stupid thing to put in it.
Destiny,
That's why-
did you think that when you came in and confronted Boogie about this, that it would turn out this way?
I have no idea. It was just surprising to me that like it was pretty easy to see what was happening, and I feel like Boogie is like one of the most dedicated hater bases on the internet. So I didn't know how anybody hadn't called him out for it. And I think the issue is that it was pretty crazy when my kid's mom, I think she was 23 or 24 when she got diagnosed with stage 4. I think it's either Hodgkin's or non-Hodgkin's leukemia. And so there was like a whole ordeal of like supporting her through that. We had to like break up in order to like qualify her for Medicaid, in order for her to afford the medications. I was trying to buy them initially. And I don't remember what the treatment was. They're like 2 pills that I bought. They're like $1,000 a pill. I was like, we can't do that. I can't afford this shit. No way. So we had to break up so that she could qualify for like state assistance for medical shit because I was a streamer, so I didn't have like healthcare. And yeah, it was that comment. It truly was. The comment at the end of that CoffeeZilla video was like, it's cancer. It always kills you. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why would a person with cancer say that? There's so many people that are fighting against cancer, that are fighting against cancer like every day in the United States and the world. That's such an unhinged, crazy thing to say. And that's what triggered me enough to start digging like, oh, okay, because he doesn't have cancer, which makes sense.
Yeah, so that's a great point, and that's what I picked up on as well. And I'm not claiming to be a smart man, but one of the glaring issues is that people that have cancer don't talk a certain way about the cancer, right? People that have cancer don't say it's going to kill me one day. I'm definitely dying. They either A, don't talk about it, or B, they're fighting. And every single like weird like personality trait that somebody with cancer would have based on their situation would not react that way. And Boogie reacts that way all the time. You know, Satellite Chad, done for now, can only see go so much. Peace. Love you, dude. Slow it down to 1.25. It is on 1.25. Destiny just talks that freaking fast, boys. Right there. Well, it's not a moral compass. Destiny having a moral compass. No, it's not a moral compass. It's the psychology around actually having cancer. Right? So
the crypto scam was your downfall.
Yep.
Not even actually. It was just a comment at the end about the cancer. That's the thing that triggered the fuck out of me and made me start digging. That was the only thing that triggered me.
Well, I will be honest. My dad died of cancer. My best friend died of cancer. My aunt died of cancer. And Total Biscuit.
Well, Ben, somebody that's fighting cancer that has a very, very good chance at beat it doesn't talk that way. Obviously, if you have terminal cancer and you're given 3 months to live and you are bedridden half the time, obviously you're going to be like, well, I'm going to die. Like that's part of the acceptance. He's saying that somebody that gets cancer diagnosed immediately and you're like, well, time to fight. You don't just immediately like, I'm dying anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Who I was close with and did a show many times and played games with him. He died of cancer. And so in my experiences, cancer eventually comes back and cancer eventually gets you. And you should still fight it.
Wait, what do you mean by comes back? What are we talking about?
Most people that go into remission eventually have reoccurrence. That's what happened to my friend Danny. She had breast cancer. They did.
It super depends on the type of cancer, the age of the person, and the type of treatment you seek.
Right.
And even if it could come back, that was just never an attitude that you want to give somebody that's fighting cancer. That's just a horrible thing to say. And that whole attitude to have. Like
we concluded that Boogie literally wants cancer. Like he likes to be a victim. Like online,
well, no,
he literally wants it.
No, I think I deserve it at this point. I genuinely do. And
so insane.
This is just, it's a manipulation. Woe is me. I deserve it for being so bad. Again, I'm going to say this only one time real quick because I've said it 100 times because it's so shocking to me. Why do you think you deserve cancer? You have said you don't understand how you lied. 20 minutes ago, he said, I don't see the lie. Everything I've said is true. But then he also says he's bad, he's a liar, and he deserves cancer. But he also says he doesn't think he lied. So if he doesn't think what he did is wrong, why does he think he deserves cancer? I don't. It's like he's openly lying and knows he's lying, but is still trying to say he's not lying. He's treating himself as if he's lying, but he says he's not lying. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if it turns out to have it, we are doing the colonoscopy still, and then we might end up doing the bone marrow test again. And it
Wait, what is the bone marrow test for?
to verify the polycythemia vera that I'm being treated for the last 2 years.
Destiny, or excuse me.
Wait,
Boogie-
hold on. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Wait. Did your doctor tell you that you had to do that?
He suggested it, yes. He also said that it was unnecessary because it's invasive and expensive and difficult. He says not something I would want to go through. And since we're going to treat the polycythemia vera anyway, it's pointless. We're going to treat you as if you have it. And that's what we've done for the last 2 years. That's why we did the sleep study. That's why we've done everything we could to bring the red blood cell count down, because he's afraid that I have polycythemia vera.
When you kept saying increased like hormone or something over and over again. What were you talking about?
I think it's somebody mentioned it last time. I think it's the JAK2. There's JAK2 markers in my blood.
So when the medical doctor said this on the last show, the medical doctor said, do you have JAK or JAC hormones? Boogie said, I don't know. And his brother said he didn't know either. But now Boogie is saying that he has increased or decreased, I don't even remember, JAC hormones. So he's repeating. Keep in mind, Boogie right here is repeating what the medical doctor that joined the stream the last time said. And Boogie said he didn't know. And he never confirmed it, and neither did his brother, who is not a medical professional anyway. So this is weird. Very strange.
Which I guess is important for determining this. I don't know if it's high. I don't know if it's low. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, just as quick, because I'm here, so I don't know what you want me to say or what I'm necessarily here for. So everything you just said was a lie. Okay. The doctor is not doing a biopsy to confirm. Okay, that's not true. Okay, you can make a positive diagnosis of polycythemia vera if you have the JAK2 genetic marker. It's not a hormone; it's a genetic marker. But when you said that you had an elevation of a hormone, I don't think you were lying about that. I think you were being truthful. But what you didn't realize is the hormone that you were referring to is called erythropoietin, I think, or erythropoietin. But that hormone that's elevated is elevated because that's the hormone that's being produced that's telling your bone marrow to create more red blood cells because it's secondary polycythemia. You don't have JAK2. That wouldn't be a hormone. It wouldn't be a marker. It would be a gene test that you would do. You would know because you would pay specifically for genetic testing, and you would specifically test it. And if you have that JAK2 marker plus an elevation in red blood cells and you don't have an increased presence of that hormone in your blood, that would be enough to diagnose. You never do a biopsy. You don't need to biopsy that.
Okay.
So wait.
I'm just telling you my understanding of it. I don't agree with anything Destiny just said, but I don't think that's important at this point. So,
well, hold on. I just want to be clear. You're just lied about everything you just said. You're not doing a biopsy to confirm this cancer. You don't need a biopsy for it. If you had JAK2, that genetic marker, plus an elevation in red blood cells, and you don't have an elevation of the hormone, that's enough. That's just positive that you have the cancer.
A simple Google search will show you that they used to do this biopsy, and
a simple Google search. Keep in mind, Boogie also said he found out that he had cancer from Google. He knew he was never told he had cancer. He said he Googled it when he got home from the doctors and then made a video based on his Google search. He never was told that he had cancer. He said he made a video based off of a Google search. I'm not fucking lying, by the way. It's crazy. Devil Jinx, Superior versus Destiny, and a WPM off. Thank you, Devil Jinx. Appreciate you. Love you. Appreciate you. We're halfway to Naked Snake, boys. $250 in super chats. Appreciate you guys. 328 Naked Snakes in a row. Almost 3 years worth of Naked Snakes on this show. I appreciate you guys.
we considered doing it because I wanted concrete proof.
Muda, you're breaking up a little bit, just so you know.
Oh, sorry, I'm in Texas right now. I'm home. Sorry.
Yeah, well, before Muda gets started on me, I did want to say, Destiny, I know that this affected you personally, and for that, I wanted to apologize. You know.
No, hold on, wait, real quick. It doesn't affect me personally. I've only known people that have cancer. I don't have it personally, so it doesn't affect me that personally. I know what you mean though, but also secondly, I don't want an apology from you. I don't accept an apology from you. Okay. There is no redemption to be seen through me, and there is no virtue in apologizing to me. You can't tell a lie this bad and then run with it for 2 years and then get taken down kicking and screaming, and then at the very end try to apologize for some sort of like redemption or salvation. Whatever.
I'm not looking for redemption or salvation. I just genuinely.
Then I don't even need to hear it. You shouldn't be apologizing to anybody for this. You can publish one online. Yeah, you're saying it for yourself though, not for me. It's just more selfish behavior. You're not doing anything for me by apologizing about lying for 2 years for cancer. That's ridiculous.
Right.
What?
Like I said in the last time this is like
poor Muda breaks up a lot right here. Thank you so much. Who drank my beer? Says, God bless you, Camelot. Thank you. Who drank the beer? Why are you talking so fast? That is literally what Destiny sounds like. I have it on 1.25 speed. Fire PA says, bone marrow biopsy, literally such an easy test that children could tolerate. It literally refuses anything definitive. Dr. Google says he's malingering. Thank you so much, Fire PA. Love you, baby.
There's just hard limits. This is one of them.
Yep.
Good one, Muta or Muta.
Yeah, I still don't know how to pronounce it.
Unfortunately, Muta, I think your internet's just too crappy in that hotel. You're skipping around. Maybe just audio. Do you think audio would work? Just audio?
Yeah, let me just do that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's way better. That's actually way better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think I think there's just a limit. And the limit is like never lied about this. But like what was proven a day ago, like in that confession you had, is that you literally you said one day you saw something in your portal, didn't have it, and then fucking this whole situation has basically been you doing lie after lie after lie, and there's things that you don't lie about, and can't one of those you don't lie about. And it's
Yeah, it was a very stupid thing for me to have done.
Muta, you've been involved.
Keep in mind, he also said 30 minutes ago that he did not lie. So we're in this weird ass area where he didn't lie, but he also lied, but he didn't lie. He's sorry, but he didn't lie. So I don't know what he's sorry for. None of this makes sense.
Involved in this a lot, like from the very beginning, kind of when this all unfolded. What does Boogie need to do now in this situation? He's well, we think he's come clean with the facts around the case. What does he have to do now? Like, what do you do in this situation?
Honestly, it's like the first time I've ever really fucking like seen somebody just blatantly lie about cancer and like grift off of it. I'm sure Destiny, have you ever seen something like this before to this extent?
What about that one meme, Emily? Woohoo! Isn't that a meme? Do you know what I'm talking about right now? Did that make any sense?
Twitch.
I don't know much about
that. Was a Twitch streamer, right?
What? It wasn't there like an old
Just
RuneScape
Emily?
guy, and he had that things like Emily only lied about cancer once. Yahoo!
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I really think like there has to be like a financial apology. Like whatever money he's gotten out of this low-kai lie probably should be put towards like research or
Muta,
paying back the victims of a scam.
Well, Muta, here's what we're doing so far. And
hold on, just real quick. Whatever Boogie says, it's absolutely not going to have anything to do with giving up money. Guarantee it. But go ahead.
It does actually.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
I just donated $1,000 to St. Jude's. Which hurts pretty tremendously. Destiny.
Did you give that? Wait, I'm curious. Did you show that receipt to?
It hurts really tremendously, by the way, guys. Just to let you know that it hurt Boogie so much to donate that money. So stupid, man. Who Drank My Beer became a member. Thank you, Who Drank My Beer. And also, Who Drank My Beer gifted 10 memberships. Damn, son. Let's give a round of applause. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Who Drank My Beer? Nomi says 1K compared to how much he scammed out of people. Yeah, he said that's a tenth of what he owes. he donated a tenth of what he scammed to St. Jude's. Thank you so much. Who Drank My Beer?
Yes.
Keem, sorry?
Yeah,
Yes,
we did show it on screen.
Yes.
And to be fair to Boogie, $1,000 is like a lot of money to him.
So that was 1/10 of what he made in a scam.
True.
Supposedly, could have made more. We don't know yet.
Well,
but,
the rest of it is, the rest of it's been spent. I have mortgage. I have, I paid bills. I paid back bills and stuff.
Well, maybe. Well, careful. We don't know what it means when you say it's been spent because you told.
Keep in mind, Boogie says that LawCal Live exclusively pays his mortgage. But then he just said he used the 9K or the 10K on his mortgage. Just a little tidbit. Doesn't really damn matter at this point. Do we have $200 till Naked Snake? 248, 247.
Told CoffeeZilla that money's already spent could mean you've got future acquisitions that you're planning on making with that money, and that's the same thing to you.
I do still have money coming in, right? And so I'm dogging. There's some money left in the bank account. Thank God, it's not zero right now. It's close, but it's not zero. But $1,000 took a big fucking bite out of what's left. That said, I also gave up my most prized possession. I emailed it at my cost to Keemstar. It's $200. Mail it. It's my gold play button. It's irreplaceable. It's not the modern one.
We're gonna auction it off for a cancer charity or something. Boogie wants it to go to St. Jude's. I'm fine with that.
Here's where Boogie claims that he has been giving to St. Jude's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars his whole life, over and over.
And I think, again, St. Jude's has been held accountable the most. I've raised money for St. Jude's in the past. I think it's a great charity. I've given money to St. Jude's very frequently. They're based out of Memphis. I like that they're in the South, but they also have been found. Destiny, check me on this because I could be wrong. but I've been told that they give almost 100% of the money that you give goes directly to treating children. They're not one of these people that like spends a lot of their own awareness for promotion or any of that bullshit.
Hold on, wait, just a quick thing. If you want to do this with other people, that's fine. I have no interest in the manipulator tactics. That whole like, check this, you can check this and verify this. And
No,
being
I'm
so
asking,
truthful.
I'm genuinely
no,
asking
you don't
if
need to
I'm
ask
wrong.
me. Hold on, you don't need to ask me to verify the authenticity of St. Jude's. I'm sure that information is publicly available.
I don't
I'm not
know.
here to offer you any condolences or to make you feel better or to appease you by asking me nonsense questions like that in order to seek sympathy
It's
or
not a
assurance. That's
nonsense
absolutely not
question.
what I'm.
I'm saying I don't want to accidentally lie anymore. I'm just trying.
Wait,
to
hold on. You didn't accidentally
wait,
lie
how do you
before.
accidentally
Wait, no,
lie?
stop. Hold on. You didn't accidentally lie before. You intentionally lied multiple times. You said you had
It
a
is-
confirmed cancer
it is my-
diagnosis. You lied about that.
it is-
You said
it
you were
is
looking
my
at Vera
understanding.
on the document. You lied about that. These were all confirmed lies.
It is.
Okay?
It is my understanding that St. Jude's uses 100% of the money given. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, people will think it's a lie. So I'm just trying to be extra careful. That's all.
That's
I'm saying.
fine.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
but
what you
we're
just said
backing
before
up to,
about
like,
accidentally
yeah.
lying. You weren't accidentally lying. You were. That's why it's called a lie. You can't accidentally lie. That's just called
Well,
being wrong.
in-
You intentionally lied before.
In the video, I was told by my doctor that I have polycythemia vera. We're treating you for polycythemia vera.
He
And I-
might have uttered those words. Maybe he might. I know. I'm sure he said polycythemia. Maybe he might have even said polycythemia vera. He never told you that you had cancer, though.
That's true. I had to Google that.
Boom! He said he was never told he had cancer. He had to Google it. But he's going to say here in about 5 minutes that his doctor actually did say he had cancer now. He's going to go back and forth. He's going to go back and forth over and over. His doctor never said he had cancer. And then all of a sudden his doctor did say he had cancer. Over and over and over. Over and over and over.
Okay, yes. Which is
Oh
what we
my
thought.
God.
That's what we thought in the beginning. He probably told you
Wait.
that you have an elevation, everything. You have polycythemia. You probably Googled that. You might have thought that he said Vera. Maybe he fucked up and said Vera, but he never said cancer. He never said cancer.
Polycythemia vera many times, many times.
Oh my
This
God.
is
What
what
just
we're
happened?
for.
What just happened? Your
Well-
doctor did not tell you you had cancer?
Correct.
Well-
That's why this was the very first question I asked when I came on your show 3 or
Again-
4 days ago. 'Cause I knew that he
Again,
never
my
said it.
doctor, my basal cell carcinoma got referred to as a carcinoma, right? They call it by the name of what it is. They don't break it down in layman's terms. My doctor never did. He just told me what he's treating me for.
Oh my
Polycythemia vera.
God, dude.
No, but if he's treating it for you, you have to be diagnosed. You were diagnosed for it. Now it's like secondary polycythemia. This is the problem with like lying about this situation too. Literally, like, okay, so you accidentally lie. How malicious does it seem? And everybody in this call will agree. Fucking 6 days ago, you're sitting there like, I'm looking at my portal. It says polycythemia vera. I've screenshotted it, and I'm not going to send it to any of you guys. And then, like, literally 72 hours later, you're like, oh wow, it's just not there. This is not like an accidental lie. It is a very malicious lie.
Keemstar pointed out that in one of these situations, I have pretty great difficulty once my brain kind of turns off. And he said it like at the beginning of the show. He said he's seen it many
And
times.
I will back you up, and that's true. But even in the confession, even once you're coming clean, you're still saying that your doctor told you had cancer. And the tweet that you put out after you confessed to be lying about this and you had no confirmation, my doctor is telling me I have cancer. Just now, we're finding out your
polycythemia vera is a cancer.
No. That's manipulation
a
right
cancer.
there. You keep saying that your doctor said the word cancer, and that we just found out now he didn't even do that.
I mean, he didn't say you have cancer. He said you have polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer.
Oh God.
Just to be
So now he's saying that his doctor did actually say he had cancer after just saying his doctor didn't say he had cancer. Right? The whole point of this entire situation is he never had cancer, obviously. He's admitted to that and then unadmitted to it like 9 times. And he went to YouTube. He made a video saying he has cancer. This is where this all started. 2 years ago, Boogie made a video on YouTube claiming he had cancer. Obviously, when you claim you have cancer, people will go buy merch from your merch store. They'll super chat you more. They'll watch your videos more. They'll like your videos more. They'll follow you on Twitter. They'll do all these small things lead to monetization, a monetary value, right? So that being said, he never had cancer. Not once. He also doesn't even know now if he has polycythemia vera. He still doesn't know this. By the way, he still doesn't know he has polycythemia vera. All the way to this moment, still doesn't even know he has polycythemia vera. Still. But he's claiming his doctor now, 5 minutes later, claiming his doctor said he has a form of cancer. No, polycythemia vera is cancer. It's not you can't say you have cancer and then 5 minutes later say you don't have cancer, and then 5 minutes later say I do have cancer. You either have cancer or you don't. God, it's wild, bro.
Clear, I would be shocked. I also don't think it's true. I would be shocked if a doctor would tell you in technical terms about a particular cancer and not tell you that it's cancer, and then let a patient just go home and discover on their own, oh, fuck, I have cancer. He didn't even tell me. That sounds wild.
It's way worse than I even thought.
It's
It's actually worse than I thought.
Destiny's entirely wrong here. Yes, if Destiny's if what Destiny is offering here is true, yes, but I reject it because it's not reality. So it doesn't matter.
To be clear, for terms of what is reality. So this is something else too. This is an important question because I think there should be consequence to this. Did you tweet from your brother's account, or does your brother deserve to have his reputation smeared because he staked his reputation on your diagnosis that you're telling us now that you never got?
Like my brother said, he has seen medical records that says they are treating me for this. And
so real quick, keep in mind this is the goalpost kind of shifts back and forth. His brother went on Twitter and claimed he saw his medical records and it says he has polythalassemia vera, which he does not. That has never been. What's up, Rose? That has never been ever established, ever. So he said his brother, who's staked his entire reputation, which he doesn't have one, so I don't really understand that point, that he has polythalassemia vera. He also called his brother on the phone while eating cake and drinking Mountain Dew. After he said he couldn't eat. He called his brother, and his brother said he had seen his medical records and he has polythalassemia vera. He has been diagnosed with polythalassemia vera. Officially diagnosed with polythalassemia vera. Turns out he was never diagnosed even once with polythalassemia vera. Now the story is his doctor may or may not have mentioned polythalassemia. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, no, he did say polythalassemia vera. And he said, yes, you have cancer, a form of cancer. But he's never been diagnosed with cancer yet. And it's been 2 years, apparently. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Craziest shit I've ever seen. Lord Morey says, whenever I feel down on myself, I think about people like Destiny and Boogie. Then I thank my lucky stars that I'm not them. I agree, Lori. Thank you, Lori. Trivium, what's up, dude? Best of luck in the Arc series. I hate Boogie with a lot of cancer. I'm not buying it. I agree. Thank you. By the way, love me some Trivium. Everything Shogun and Down is the shit. The shit.
He's seen,
so your brother should have, what is his, because his reputation at least should be known that it should be smeared. His reputation should be tarnished because you traded on his reputation to validate this cancer diagnosis.
He validated that in my medical records they said they were treating me for this.
Okay, but the treatment doesn't matter because, like, draining blood or whatever, that could be just for an increase in red blood cells, right? You could just have more blood because of the other issues for secondary polycythemia.
There are separate codes for polycythemia and polycythemia vera. There's different codes.
What's a unique treatment right now that you're taking for polycythemia vera that wouldn't apply to secondary polycythemia?
I don't know.
You're the one that said that you had to pay for all the medications. Didn't you say the cancer treatment was?
What kind of medication are you taking for your polythalassemia vera? I don't know. I know what anti-inflammatory I gave to my dog because he has a swollen tooth. My dog Mal had a swollen tooth and I had to get it removed and I had to give him anti-inflammatories, and I know what they are and what they're called and what they're used for. Boogie doesn't even know what his treatment is. No idea. How does someone with cancer who is apparently spending thousands upon thousands of dollars a month for treatment for cancer not know what the treatment is? I don't know. But can your dog name it? Oh my God, I'm dead, boys. I'm dead.
It's expensive. Well, what is the cancer treatment that you're paying for? What's the unique expensive cancer treatment?
We are doing monthly blood tests, which is expensive.
Blood tests is I do monthly blood tests for STD testing. What are you talking about? Your blood tests are for anything.
Let me go back to the super chat from Philip. $70 monthly test versus $100 or $5,000 in Mercy Hospital. Where's the math? $70 a month. What was happening? He's getting blood test for cancer. He has cancer and his treatment is monthly blood test. I did not call you in here, boy. My dog Mal just walked in, the tooth boy. We already got his tooth pulled. You ain't got no teeth. Get out of here. Don't smell my bag. Go on now. Go on with your bad self. All right. Anyways, let's continue. I'm just blown a damn way. I'm blown away, boys.
Cancer check.
I don't know. They're $70 a pop.
I do blood tests as well. I mean, that's a pretty common.
Okay, so this is so I'm just to be clear, that was another lie. Okay, hold on. I just want to say
What's
for
the
people,
lie?
just for people that's
What's the
listening,
lie?
because this is such
I
common.
do monthly blood tests specifically
you're
for
lying.
this.
You're such a you're a horrible
What's
human
the
being.
lie?
Okay, you're a horrible person.
Fuck yourself.
No, you're a bad
I'm
person.
sorry,
You're a
I'm sorry I'm
horrible,
not a
abusive,
fucking fireman in a
manipulative person.
goddamn Trump office. Okay, I'm sorry that I didn't make the choice of fucking. No, I'm
Boogie,
sorry.
it would
No,
take-
you fucking
it
shit.
would take-
so mad. Like,
You
Yeah,
fucking
yep,
smear
keep
me.
going,
I
keep
fucking
going.
smear you.
Keep going.
You mocked the man.
Yeah, you can smear me. I
Fireman.
did. Listen,
No, you
and
listen,
20
listen,
volunteer
you listen,
firemen wouldn't be
you
able to put out the
listen,
fire that
you
is
listen.
your
I
life
might
right
be
now,
a piece of
Boogie.
shit. You listen. I might be a piece of shit. My
Yeah,
dad,
tell
who
me.
died of cancer, also was a fucking volunteer fireman, by the way. Okay, and this man was, I believe, a father. I believe was a husband, and he was only exercising his American fucking right to support.
Why are you deflecting to this?
I'm
Why
not
do you just?
deflecting, because
Why
this
are you just
motherfucker smeared
deflecting
me.
to something
This
else
motherfucker
entirely?
smeared me.
Yeah, you
And I'm
are.
going to
You
remind
can't even
the fucking
address
audience
any.
what this piece of shit does. What this piece of shit uses his platform to.
What does any of this have to do with anything? Yes, Destiny's a pile of shit. We get it. I get it. Destiny sucks. We get it. But that has nothing to do with what's going on with Boogie lying right now. The fuck is happening right now? What? He's just screaming about Destiny and the Trump thing. Like, yeah, that's a thing, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Listen, fat. Oh, you're pulling out the classic. Trivium says, what's your best finish in Arca? 10th. I got 2 top 10s. That's all I can do, man. It's so hard. All these people are in cars, a freaking $1 million a pop. Whew, it's rough. But dude, it's fun. A lot of experience, getting a lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun dreams being had. What's up, Halls and Kid? Halls and Kid?
He's this piece of
Okay.
shit.
Thank
He's
you.
You know what? You know what? I find what
clear.
Destiny said inflammatory, but this is a clear deflection. Yeah. What does that do?
Okay,
What
so
is
anyway,
how does that-
wait.
yeah, what does
So
that
listen,
do?
Boogie wants to shut him. Boogie wants to shut
No,
him.
I
That's
gave him
fine.
20 fucking minutes. I gave him 20 minutes of shitting on me. 20 fucking minutes. I get
Can I have
5.
one more minute? I just want one more minute. I just want one more minute, and then you can do whatever you want. Okay. Listen,
No,
I'm just saying
let
that
me finish.
very common manipulator tactic is to, when you get completely backed into a corner on something, you lie until you can no longer lie anymore. Then once you've been caught, then
Of
comes
course.
the
Well, then go
victimization.
ahead.
You throw
Well, then go
yourself
ahead.
under the
Well,
bus.
then go ahead.
I did lie. It was so
Everybody
horrible. I'm so
knows the kind of
sorry.
person you are. Everybody
However,
knows the kind of person you are. So I don't
however,
say it anyway.
if you are,
Everybody watching this knows
Yep.
that you mocked
Everybody
the
knows.
fireman
I
who
did, yep.
exercised his political right. I don't need a fucking.
true. And I'm exercising my political right. I can do that as well.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless America.
I
God bless
value
this country.
Muda's opinion here. I throw yours in the fucking trash. I don't give a fuck what you think.
That's fine, but I'm the one that blew
I
your
told
whole
him-
fake
I
cancer
told
bullshit
him-
up. So
I
apparently
told
my
him-
opinion is the one that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Boogie. I'm sorry, okay?
Don't worry. Maybe I'll still catch a bullet. I might vote for Trump. Maybe I'll.
Or maybe you'll shoot at another
Maybe I'll-
YouTuber that'll show up at your house. You know, who knows? Maybe somebody in your neighborhood will catch a bullet if the wrong person shows up and starts bullying you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, you threaten my life and stand on my property, you will get shot.
okay.
What does any of this have to do with anything? Boogie's crazy as hell. He's crazy as hell. Adam Rice says, you're an inspiration. Happy for you. Is Tim a forever partner? For this year, I hope he stays on for next year. It'd be great. I underestimated how much funds I would need for traveling and stuff. So it'd probably be slightly more than it was last year. But yeah, it's been really good. Tim's been awesome. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you. But ran into like a speed bump where some people pulled out and traveling expenses are wild. So I started offering small sponsorships on the deck lid for like content creators and small businesses. I think we got 5 or 6 or 7 on there now. And that's what's kind of bridging the gap until we get to 2025, where I have another deal in place. So if anybody's interested in that, just DM me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. We can start growing and start having some fun. Oh, plus you can come to any race VIP. You don't have to pay anything. It's really cool. So Messmaker, when you order view form Temu, when you order the view from Temu, oh my God, except they're all dudes. Messmaker, they're all dudes. They're all dudes, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. How do you get threatened by Destiny, man? Yeah, Destiny's. Hey, people are like in the chat being like, "Oh, Destiny's a piece of shit too." I'm like, yeah, I get it. I agree. Destiny sucks, but like, he's doing a lot of. He really made this stream fun because he can really just rile up Boogie and get him to admit lies and shit. It's fun. It's fun.
Anyway,
what does that have to do with anything related to this?
Absolutely. He's deflecting.
He brought it up.
He's deflecting.
He brought it up.
I'm just
He
saying
brought it
you
up.
can't.
He's the one that brought it up. I don't know. He's the one that brought it up.
So these are lies that
I
he
gotta
doesn't
step
want to
away
confront
from
yet. These are lies that he doesn't want to confront yet. You're lying about all the other stuff you're saying too. And I just caught you on that. You probably lied about almost everything. If we would have a long enough conversation, I could
I'm not
probably.
even fat. I'm not even
Keep
fat. Look at me. I'm
Keep
not
going.
even fat. Everything I say is a lie. Go
going.
ahead. Go ahead. Tell me everything I say is a lie. Go right ahead. I'm not even fat.
So
You know, this is like
I
a
said
weird
that.
appeal to like who's more morally superior. Like,
No, it's
you
not.
are-
No, it's not.
none of this has to do.
He's
None of this is
morally
an appeal.
superior.
Wait, no, hold on.
Let me
None of this
he's
is an
trying
appeal
to-
Let me fucking
he's-
finish. Let me speak.
Go
You
ahead,
got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes, Destiny. I get 5. Okay. Look, what I did was fucking horrible. 110%. I rushed to the fucking internet to play victim because I was told I have polycythemia vera, which was a form of cancer. And later, my doctor treated me for it, but he told me until we get a test and know for sure, we're not going to treat. We're going to treat you as if you have it. And I rushed to judgment because I wanted to play the victim. I wanted the fucking attention. It was 2 years ago. It was a shitty thing to fucking do. I did it. I'm a piece of shit. But there can be 2 pieces of shit here, and there are. And that's all I'm saying.
Okay, no one's denying that. I'll gladly play the
Fair.
villain or be the villain. All I'm saying is that all the other stuff you've been confronted on this lie, and if you spend enough time in a room, I can unravel your whole life, okay? Because you lie
Yes,
very
understand,
poorly.
You are
Okay,
the worst manipulators I've
Um,
ever met. I've seen your. I've never really watched you before this. But I've
yep.
watched you since this bullshit. I've
Yep.
seen you try to fucking deflect. I've seen you try to manipulate. You're everything that you see in me. You're everything that you see in me. You are a piece of human garbage, man. Piers Morgan's right. Piers
If you
Morgan.
want
have any
to,
clear
if you'd
examples
like
of
to, if you'd like to
manipulation?
levy,
Like,
wait, hold on. If you'd like to levy accusation on me, you could be another person in a long line of people who have lost their internet careers trying to take me down as some
Oh
like
no,
crazy
I've
manipulator
already
abuser.
lost mine. I've already lost mine.
Sure, actually, yeah, I guess you're already in that line.
No, I already got fired.
but-
So I can say whatever the fuck I want. And what I want to say is, number one, I'm really sorry that I did the thing I did. I'm fucking sorry.
That's
And I'm
fine.
What did he do though? He's saying that he was told he has cancer now. He's reverted back to his original story where he has cancer again. And he's like, I'm so sorry for what I did. I'm just so confused. I'm so confused, man. This is blowing me away. Blow me away, man.
You're not
do
sorry.
everything I can to make up.
You're
for it.
not sorry because you're
Okay, well,
still
cool. Yes,
lying.
again, I'm not even
You're still
fat.
lying,
Nothing I
Boogie.
say.
You're still lying,
Nothing I
Boogie.
say-
No
Nothing
one's
I
talking about
say
you
is-
being fat.
nothing I say.
Boogie.
Everything I say is right. I'm not even fat. I'm not even human. I used to say my name is Steven.
Mhm.
Oh shit, my name's not even Steven. Everything I say is a lie. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Go
So
fuck.
you're still
Bro,
lying.
this is how are we getting so high and mighty lying about cancer and then playing this moral lie around? Like
Oh, I'm
one
not.
person
wait,
just
hold on,
lied
wait,
about the
wait, wait,
cancer
wait,
they
Like I
had.
said, Muda, there can
It's the
be
reason
2
why. Hold on.
pieces of shit. There can be 2
Yeah, go
pieces of shit, and there is.
Okay.
There is.
I
I'm
just
not
wanna-
saying I'm better than Destiny.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm worse than Destiny.
Yeah, keep going.
I'm
Okay.
just saying he's human garbage. That's
Okay.
it.
So once as a manipulator, once you've been caught with a lie, you can
Yeah,
no
yeah, tell me
longer
how you
further.
manipulate. Tell me how you manipulate. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Tell me.
Once you've been
tell
caught
me
with a lie,
everything
you can't
is
further
fucking-
anymore. Then eventually, what you have to do is you have to own the lie, and you have to validate the person attacking you as much as possible while seeking assurance on everything in the peripheral, right? So it's like, okay, fine, you
Oh
caught
my
me on this.
God,
You
Jesus
throw
Christ.
yourself under the
You
bus.
are like-
Victimize yourself as much as possible.
I
Can I
would've
finish a
thrown-
single sentence?
No,
Can I
no,
wait?
no,
Can
you
I
can't.
finish?
No, you can't. I want to say,
Okay.
listening to you talk is like you are one of the nerds I would have thrown out of a magic.
sorry,
Gathering
can
from
I
the
get-
bathroom.
I just need like 1 minute to explain, and
You
then
had
you keep
20
rambling.
you
He's
had
trying to.
20 minutes. You had 20.
I will
That's
play.
fine.
I'm going to play moderator just
Okay,
so
sure,
we
that's
can get
fine.
a little back and forth. We'll let Destiny go first because he was in the middle of talking. Go ahead.
Sean,
Sure. So Boogie is saying that he's owning up to everything. He's not. He's just owning up to the things that he absolutely cannot defend anymore because the evidence is overwhelming. However, while he is like throwing himself under the bus there and asking for, like, I want to apologize. I did a bad thing. I really did. He's still lying about every single thing in the peripheral. For instance, his brother tweeted out and staked his reputation. Not that you were being treated for polycythemia vera. He said that he wanted to confirm your diagnosis.
Yep. Yep.
And he said that you suffered with a debilitating
talking
condition
about
for at least 2 years.
what he
Wait,
said.
so hold on.
And
So
it
there's two
is.
things. So
It
there's two
is.
things. So
Boogie,
there's two
wait.
things. So there's 2 things. He said that he confirmed the diagnosis, not the treatment, and he
Okay.
called the condition debilitating. So then I ask you, okay, you've got a debilitating condition. What
Yes.
treatments are you taking for that? And you said
I started
tests
with blood
every
and
month.
You fucking interrupted me.
I didn't interrupt. Muda here
You
heard
did.
me. Nobody interrupt. You said
Nobody
blood tests. We're like, wait, what else? Just
I get
you
blood
said
tests
I don't
every
know.
month
Boogie,
for
wait.
STDs.
Boogie,
I'm
wait.
not supposed to
Wait.
get it.
Boogie,
What other-
wait.
what other-
Just wait.
What other treatments then? What other treatments are you taking for this debilitating condition?
Go ahead, Boogie.
I'm on medications, including a blood thinner, including a heart pill. And these are things that we're doing to make sure that I stay alive while my fucking red blood cell count is through the roof.
Keep in mind, these are not for cancer. This is because he has heart problems or something. Because he's 1,000 pounds, right? His heart medication he's on is because he's morbidly obese. Has nothing to do with cancer. So he's still not answering the question.
These aren't cancer treatments. These are probably treatments that we can see all of the medical conditions listed in that documentary that you did.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean.
Did you notice not even basic polycythemia is on there? So I guess that's a lie too. Did you know my back pain wasn't on there? So I guess that's a lie too. My L3 and my L4 are fused together. Oh, I don't know.
No
why
one
that's-
is talking. No one's bringing that up. I'm just
No,
saying
I'm
that
just
you're
saying,
lying
no,
about.
I'm
You're lying
giving you-
about.
No, let me finish. I'm giving you examples of things that are not on that portal that should be, that are diagnosed, that are real.
Let me interrupt
But
for a
they're not
second because I'm confused. At one point earlier, you said that your doctor said you had this thing. You Googled it.
Yes.
And then you said to yourself, oh, I have cancer. Let me finish. And then you rushed to make the YouTube video. Is that how it played out?
So here's how it played out, because I didn't talk to my primary doctor first. I talked to my sleep doctor. So my sleep doctor does a phone visit, and he's like, so you want to treat the polycythemia vera, and that's why we're doing this, correct? And I'm like, the what now? He goes, polycythemia vera. He was very clear about the vera part. And I'm like, I guess, because I had not talked to my primary doctor yet. And I said this 2 live streams ago.
Wait, you called a doctor and he asked you what you wanted to treat? A doctor that you had a referral
We
to?
had a phone visit, and he's like, he was confirming the polycythemia vera. I don't know why.
Wait, hold on, no. You have medical records. He's not going to ask a patient. That's what a chart is for. He's not going to ask you for your medical diagnosis.
Confirming it. He was confirming it. He's like, we're doing this to treat your polycythemia vera. And he's explaining why we're doing what we're doing. That's it. He's just explaining why we're doing what we're doing. Every doctor I've ever had does that. They'd say, if you're going to have a surgery, here's why we're doing the surgery.
And to be clear, they did not say cancer, to be clear.
No, that doctor said polycythemia vera. And I'm like, yes, I guess so, because I had not talked to my primary doctor yet. Then I made the video and I confirmed with my primary doctor that this is a form of cancer.
Hold on, wait. He made the video before he confirmed with his doctor that he apparently had polycythemia vera, which he's never been diagnosed with.
So you saw who gave you this? Who talked to you about polycythemia vera initially? Who was the first one that brought this up?
The sleep doctor.
Wait. So the sleep doctor diagnosed you and then
No,
recommended.
he did not diagnose me.
Wait.
It was already in the place. I fucking went to see the doctor. I got a checkup. He told me my red blood cell counts were up. They did another blood test. They put it in my chart. It just so happened that I see my sleep doctor next. It wasn't a phone call. It was a e-visit, because it was more convenient to do this. This was during still COVID times, and I didn't like getting out of the fucking house. I'd been vaccinated, but again, they did e-visits more often not than there's a fucking e-visit. And then he told me polycythemia vera. I didn't know what it was. I came in.
Look at Keem. Keem's laughing because he's just listening to all this just bullshit. You know Keem's just loving it. Keem's loving this shit because he sees 15,000 concurrent and Boogie's just like saying random shit. And Keem's like, this is just fucking hilarious. You know what Keem's thinking right now? Keem's like, God, I love my job, man. That's what Keem's thinking. Keem's like, God, I love my job. This is great. This is just the greatest job on earth. Like, I'm just sitting here while this dude says some bullshit and I'm getting views. Oh God. I mean, he's right. He's right. Speaking of jobs, this is also my job. So make sure you guys like the stream. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not. Thank you guys. I see you raking out at Rumble. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. I love you, maybe. You're so good to me. And also, we're $200 away from Naked Snake. $200 in super chats away from Naked Snake. 1 red on YouTube and an orange from a Rainbow Night. Thank you guys so much. Let's continue.
In here, I fucking Googled it. I mean, I Googled it on my phone. I came in here and I made a video. It wasn't until I talked to my primary doctor that he said it is a form of cancer. So when I said I had to Google it, it's because the sleep doctor just happened to mention it. It would happen to be in my fucking medical chart.
Why is it? Wait. So how is it that your sleep doctor sees this in your chart, and then your primary doctor?
I don't fucking know.
And then your primary doctor confirms it. Wait, then why is it that today you're telling us that it's not confirmed?
That
the doctor was able to confirm it.
Yeah, both doctors have confirmed it. Why are you saying today you need another test?
He's confirming that we are treating the polycythemia vera. He is treating it as if it is polycythemia vera. He confirmed polycythemia is a form of cancer. We are fairly certain that you have it. There is a test that can confirm it, but you have the proper blood markers, so we're going to treat you as if you have it.
But
so
there's there's 2 different stories that you keep saying. My doctor thought,
you know what? Actually,
my doctor thought it was this, and then my doctor told me it was this.
If you want to play, we could play doctor. Okay, I'll be irresponsible. Have you? What the last blood test that you took? Did they check your hormones for EPO? Is that listed anywhere on there?
No, we're just monitoring the red blood cell count right now.
Did we talk about this yesterday?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. When they're doing these blood tests, what are they looking for?
Red blood cell count. They're looking for an elevated hemocrat and hemoglobin. They're looking for elevated hemocrat and hemoglobin, which is it's elevated, and we're concerned to how elevated. So
why would they not check
medication? Hold on, we're making medication choices, and we are making lifestyle choices to try to bring it down. And you know what? We've done a very good job. We have it down to just above high. It's the best it's been since I was diagnosed 2 years ago. Currently, I think in part because I'm losing weight, in part because I'm bringing down my blood sugar levels, because I'm eating better, because I'm exercising more, I'm sleeping better, I'm sleeping more. We have the blood.
When you initially got diagnosed, what were your EPO levels at? What do they measure them at?
I don't know.
Do you have a blood test or anything? They must have taken it at least one time.
I'm not providing my medical charts. I'm never going to do that.
Then why don't talk about your medical diagnoses at all?
I don't want to be talking about it anymore. I talked about it 2 years ago.
You don't want to be talking about it anymore because you got caught lying.
Right. I should have waited till it was confirmed. I should have taken the.
You already said no matter how that test comes out, you said you're not going to talk about it anymore.
Right. I'd like to be done now, but
because you know that the test isn't going to be positive for cancer.
I'm letting you get your pound of flesh.
I'm not getting my pound of flesh. I don't get any flesh.
I'll tell Keemstar. He'll know. My friends will know. My family.
Keep in mind, he just said that his primary doctor said polythalassemia vera, but he keeps saying he needs another test to confirm polythalassemia vera because he doesn't know it. He's trying to say two truths at once. Two truths at once. Rather guy says, "Am I experiencing the only one that can officially diagnose you as an oncologist, not a sleep doctor?" Rather guy, thank you. I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, rather guy.
We don't know whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah, I'm just, man, even today, just today, I find new information that I didn't know.
Information. I told you this too.
Well, so here's something that Keemstar doesn't know, right? Here's something that Keemstar doesn't know. Has any doctor that you've had ever used the word cancer?
Yes. Yes. I told you. I confirmed with my primary doctor after I talked to the sleep doctor. Yes. Many times. Desi's been in the room when he said cancer. Okay. He said it in the last year.
If he said cancer, if he said cancer, why do you need a biopsy? If he already knows, what are you biopsying for? What's the point?
I'm the one who wanted the biopsy.
You can't just hold on. Do you pay cash? Do you pay cash for every single test?
There's a copay, so sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends.
Does your insurance company allow you to just request whatever random fuck test you want? Can you go in and say, actually, I want to do X-rays and MRIs today? I want to do a contrast scan.
I don't know. I get, as a man who's been in and out of hospitals for the last 15 years, I can tell you the way it works is you and your doctor discuss things. So if you want a specific medication that you saw advertised on television, you can say, "Hey doc, do I qualify for fucking this penis pill or whatever it is?" And then he can say, "Yes, maybe you do." And then they run it by the insurance if you qualify for it, if you have the conditions, right? So if I have a heart disease and I see a heart medication advertised on the television and I say, "Hey doc, do I qualify for that heart medication? I think it might be good for me." And then you and your doctor make a decision together. And then we see what the insurance company has to say.
So you were just workshopping biopsies with your doctor and you're like, let's go.
Treatments,
he mentioned it 2 years ago. He said that there is a bone marrow test that we can do to confirm, but it is invasive and expensive, it is extremely painful, and it's unnecessary because we're going to treat you anyway. We're going to do it anyway. So let's just treat the symptom because this cancer is kind of a joke cancer. And like I said in my video, it has a prognosis of 20 years.
If it's a joke cancer, wait, if it's a joke cancer,
I'm saying that. Okay, it's a prognosis of 20 years, which is what I said in my video. It has a prognosis of 20 years. I said, why are you doing the same thing? Stop filibustering. Stop filibustering. You said you just said the same thing like 5 times. Let me finish the fucking sentence. Moderator, can I finish the fucking sentence?
Yes, go.
Like I said in the video, the prognosis is 20 years. So if you're going to get a cancer, this is the one to get. Hey, I haven't been out here saying I'm dying in the next year.
You're repeating the same shit, dude.
You have been saying you're dying. You have been saying
you're dying. You were on the wall.
Everything that he's just said, all of these, again, it's because you're lying. So firstly,
fucking let me finish. Outside of this cancer, do you not understand I'm extremely unhealthy? Do you not understand that my heart is fucking enlarged after keeping an adult obese man alive for 50 years?
Do you not understand that cancer is going to kill you?
Let me fucking finish. Do you not understand that I have venous insufficiency in my legs? Do you not understand that I have the beginning stages of congestive heart failures and my hand and my feet are beginning to swell because my heart is giving the fuck out? And the polycythemia vera is one of the reasons that's happening. And I keep telling Keemstar, at the rate I'm going right now, I'm in a very dangerous fucking place. I'm a 400-pound, 50-year-old man. That's goddamn rare. That's goddamn rare. And I'm extremely fucking sick, including the polycythemia vera. All of my problems have to do with my dying heart. Okay, and polycythemia vera makes it worse. So I keep preparing the people that I love for the
which is not confirmed, which we have proven that you have not confirmed, by the way.
Not only have we
I can tell the enlarged heart, I can confirm all of that shit.
That means cancer. So why is it? If this was a 20-year, if this was a 20-year cancer, if this was a 20-year cancer, so easy and whatever, and it's not a big deal. You know, you got all this good prognosis. Why did your brother say it was a debilitating condition?
Because it is.
Number two,
because Google it is.
Number two,
it's exhausting, man.
Number two,
it turns your blood to fucking syrup. My blood is fucking syrup right now.
Even though he said his blood levels are the best they've been in years, but they're apparently syrup currently. He currently has fucking Aunt Jemima's blood right now.
Exhausting. It's exhausting.
Number two, if it is cancer, why are lifestyle changes like losing weight helping? That would only help secondary polycythemia.
That's why because
Exactly. That's right. You're just lying. You're just lying. You don't treat cancer with exercise.
You're the fucking Google expert. You're the fucking Google exercise. You're the fucking Google expert, right? Go ahead and fucking look it up on Wikipedia. The way you treat polycythemia vera, unless it turns into leukemia, which only happens very rarely, is you treat the symptom because there's nothing you can do. You can't pull the bone.
Now you say
out.
it happens
It's
rarely when
simply
you were like,
fucking
eventually it'll turn into it.
Eventually it does. That's why it has a prognosis of 20 fucking years. Because if you on a long enough timeline, eventually it will. That's
Not eventually it will. It has a small chance of becoming that.
It's 5% at the end of 10 years.
The only way, Boogie, listen, the only way you're ever going to settle this, otherwise we're just going to argue forever.
Yes, I'm going to keep saying the truth forever.
Okay, but
I'm not going to
hear
help
me
you back
out.
down from the truth.
I love Mudahar just fucking laughing. I'm gonna keep saying the truth. I'm gonna keep saying the truth, bro. Keep in mind he apparently apologized for lying, but now he's gonna keep saying the truth.
Don't interrupt me. I'm the moderator, bro. Listen, the only way you're ever going to be able to settle this is at some point you're going to have to release the medical records. You're
That's
going
never
to,
happened.
but you're going to because
it's never happened.
And look
Fuck
at
you.
everything
Fuck
that's
you.
happened because
Fuck
you haven't.
you. Fuck you.
Look at
Fuck
everything.
you. Fuck you.
You're already fired from the show. You're already gone. I don't care, Boogie. I'm telling you, man to man, that's the
It'll
only
never
way.
happen. It'll never happen. I said 2 years ago I won't, and I fucking won't today, and that's just fucking how it is. This is my goddamn medical records. It's my goddamn medical charts. The day Muda releases his on Twitter and the day that Destiny releases his on Twitter, including all that shit that I don't want in there, then maybe I'll consider it. But
Okay, wait, hold on, wait. I'll do that right now.
When
I
did
just
we-
took an
wait,
STD
what?
test. I just did STDs like 4 days ago. I didn't publish my results. Do you
your
want me to
medical
publish my blood?
records, your medical records, the whole fucking thing.
Boogie, nobody's
All
asking
that
you for
private
all of them.
information.
Nobody is asking.
I said this on my last show. No one ever asked him for his medical records, so I don't know where this is coming from. Other than Keem loosely saying he has to release his medical records, what he's referring to is the ones containing the information about polycythemia vera. That's what he's telling him. That's what he's referring to. But Boogie took it as Boogie keeps intentionally wrongfully taking it as releasing all of his medical records because obviously no one wants to do that, so he can just easily say that.
Yeah.
Your entire medical record. What are
He
you
just
talking about?
did. He just did. He said medical records.
We asked
Okay,
for the
wait.
diagnosis on polycythemia vera. That's it.
Make Boogie acknowledge that he just told another lie.
What's
Who here is
fucking lie?
nobody here is asking you for your entire medical
What
record
did you
history.
just say? Release my medical records.
I did say medical records, but what I meant is just about this.
Obviously. Yeah,
Just
we all
about
know
this. Like, come on.
Then I
Let's not try to be obtuse.
then I will. Okay. For
There we
you.
go.
No, goddamn it. Listen, it'll go to Keemstar and Keemstar only, and I will get my doctor to write this up, and I will fucking send you the entire history of what we've been dealing with.
And I get to share with Muta, who hates your guts, who we know will not leak.
And you'll never get it. Fuck
He's not
that
going to
mother-
leak it.
I don't give a fuck.
Also, there's a problem too here that
I
at this
just don't
point.
like them. You can share it with Destiny before you can share it with Muda.
So at this point,
I love how he's like, he respects me more than you, Destiny, but he respects
hates
you
you.
more to show you the medical info, bro.
at this point too, unfortunately, to really confirm this, you would need a call with the doctor because you can't trust anything he shows you. Because remember, Boogie literally not only did
But
Boogie,
why wouldn't that be a but why wouldn't that be a paid actor then? Right? You'll
Boogie
just
literally
say,
said, that's a good point, actually. Maybe you should actually get like a copy of his medical license too, or
Yeah.
visit him at the hospital. Boogie said that he was looking at a piece of paper. It says it on this piece of paper. That was the lie number one.
Yep.
He called in his girlfriend, okay, or the whatever the child he's abducted. Okay, he brought her in and he said, look,
Fuck you.
okay, polycythemia vera,
Hold on
right?
a second.
And he had
Hold on
her
a second,
confirm it.
Destiny.
And then he
Hold
had
on.
his
Hey,
brother,
Destiny,
and then
pause,
he had his
pause,
brother send
pause.
it in, and his brother confirmed it. So
Dustin-
there's no way you can trust anything he says.
Fuck you. Listen to me, you piece
Go
of
ahead,
shit.
Boogie.
You refer to my 21-year-old girlfriend as a child again? Fuck you. She's a fucking adult. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I'm so sick of that shit. You know, Mudahar wouldn't even acknowledge she fucking existed at that party. She wanted to fucking meet him. What
Yeah,
the
because
fuck
she was,
is that
you
about?
know how blackout drunk she was? And by the way, you
Muda's like, what the fuck? I love how like Muda's over here, and he just slaps Muda every now and then. And by the way, Muda, that son of a bitch. How dare you, Muda, you son of a bitch. Muda's like, God damn, I'm just sitting here, my damn camera off, my dick out, in my hotel room in fucking Texas. Oh my God. We're closing in on the end, everybody. I promise. We're closing in. We're almost done. We're at the very, very end, right where Boogie starts to threaten that he's going to cut himself.
were the one guy who wanted her to take
remembers
more
all of it.
fucking shots.
remembers
That
all
was
of
the
it,
one
by the
guy there. I'm like,
He remembers
it's
all of
good that she doesn't get more drunk.
And that was a
Yeah,
joke.
she was
That was a
fucking
joke.
black
That
out.
was a
That was a
joke.
joke. The
But if you
only
knew
person,
anything-
by the way.
That was actually a treatment for polycythemia vera, which he diagnosed her with at the party too. So that's why she drank more. Okay?
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't acknowledge her. She was blackout fucking drunk.
I got to be honest. Muta's the only guy out of all these people I'd like to actually drink with and just relax. He seems like you talk to him about everything. He doesn't give a fuck. Everybody else seems a little weird. Dude, Destiny's fucking creepy. And also he's like kind of fucked up and obviously has got really, really awful opinions. You can't trust anything Boogie does. I don't know. Keemstar, I don't know. He'd probably be fine. He seems like he'd be fine at a 4th of July party or something.
That's
Bro, don't
true.
fucking-
She remembers you not acknowledging your fucking
No,
existence.
but she
remembers it.
But
She
Boogie,
remembers
Boogie,
it.
Boogie,
And you know what else she
hold on.
fucking remembers? No, let me finish. You know what else she
Oh,
remembers?
God.
Sitting in the doctor's office. Oh, sorry. Sitting in during an
It's
evening.
manipulation tactic coming. Stop.
What's
Okay.
manipulation?
Let me just say this.
She sat in the room when this man said cancer. She's been in the room.
We don't want to hear that anymore. Listen,
No,
when
no, wait,
Muta,
stop, stop,
when
stop,
Muta
no,
showed
wait,
up,
Boogie,
your
wait,
girl
wait,
was
Keemstar. Hold on, Keemstar. He just lied again, right? You sat in a room and he said cancer. Wait, then why did you have to look it up? If he said cancer, why'd you have to go home and look it up and discover it?
2 years later, she wasn't here for the original diagnosis. She was here for an e-visit fucking 30 days ago where we talked about it again.
So you've been
talking
treating
about
cancer for
it.
2 years and he's never said cancer?
He said it the whole fucking time. God, how fucking stupid are you? Are you stupid or being obtuse? I told you, the original doctor that told me about it did not say cancer. He said polycythemia vera. My secondary doctor did tell me it's polycythemia vera, which is a cancer, and we talked about it every fucking visit for 2 fucking years, including the one she set in on.
I thought, I'm sorry, hold on. I could be misremembering because it's hard to keep track of Boogie's lies. Didn't Boogie say earlier that nobody had used the word cancer before? Keem, I thought that was a big thing that you just learned today, that he said that nobody used the word cancer.
That
Now he's
was
saying-
that definitely
Now
was.
now we're reverting back.
But now
Then
Boogie
I
is
was
saying, wait, let
confused.
me respond. Boogie did say that, but now he's changing it to initially they didn't say cancer, and I ran and made the video, but later I found out that my doctor told me it was cancer,
Which
right?
is what happened. Which is what
So
fucking
he's-
happened.
Yeah,
man.
this is what he's saying.
I was
Wait,
confused. I was
okay,
confused.
when did you
I
first
thought-
learn it was cancer?
When I first thought that it
When
was
he
cancer,
Googled
fucking
it.
the moment he said it.
When he
No,
Googled
no,
it.
wait. When he said it or when he Googled it?
When he Googled
When he
it,
Googled it.
because the sleep doctor,
Doctor only said polycythemia vera.
and he
He
Googled it, and then he ran into the internet and made a video saying he had cancer.
Yes.
And his story is
Why did you
later.
Google, wait. Why did you Google it instead of asking the doctor about it?
I think I did. I think I was like, what does that mean?
And when you asked him, he didn't tell you that it was a blood cancer? He just
told me-
memed on you?
He didn't memed on me? What the fuck? He's a doctor.
Yeah,
Number-
a doctor that would tell you a fucking cancer. If you ask, what is this
Number
thing
one-
that's a blood cancer?
Number one, and I'm gonna be. This is very rude of me here.
Be
This
rude.
doctor doesn't speak very good English. That's why I don't see him anymore.
Oh, was there Dr. Gupta?
No, I don't think it was an Indian accent.
Wait, hold
but
on.
yeah,
He
sorry.
doesn't speak good English. His English is so bad that you couldn't understand what he was like telling you enough, but you could hear him enough to hear polycythemia vera and Google
Yes,
it.
I
You
made,
couldn't
him
get it on a piece
repeat,
of
I made
paper?
him repeat it because I'm like, I don't understand what that is. And he goes, well, this is your red blood cell count society. Red blood, we have to do this.
So he's saying that he made a video because, and he didn't know for sure because his doctor has a bad accent.
The red blood cell count society. Okay.
But he,
then that's
but he
what we're
didn't tell you it was cancer. You asked him
Well,
about it.
do
He
we
didn't
have-
tell you it was cancer.
No, it was
come on.
my primary doctor that used the word cancer. It's my
Uh-huh.
primary doctor, who I'm very close with, by the way. We've seen each other for 12 years. I consider him a friend. He's a good guy.
Destiny,
He's probably
based on
watching.
everything that you know about this from Boogie's answers, do you think it's possible he still has cancer?
It's possible. Yeah, of course. It's even possible that he actually does have polycythemia vera. It's possible. But if he did have it, I think it would be just through sheer luck or stupidity because he's misrepresented so much of the story up to
So
this point.
what do you think I have? What's your best guess? What have they been?
You have
what have I said
obesity.
last year treating?
Obesity.
Well, yeah, that is definitely one of the many things I have.
Pathological lions and
Well, I can't
There's-
understand that, but
yeah,
I'll
so
do it.
there's another word for secondary polycythemia. I don't know what it's called, but
I've
you
never heard of
you've got a lot of red blood cells because you're taking testosterone, which causes an increase of red blood cells.
Well, I
You-
haven't taken that for over almost. We quit it for a year because we were afraid it was raising it. It wasn't. So after we found out that it wasn't changing anything, I went back on it, and I've been back on it now
Wait,
for 3,
You
4 months.
stopped it a year ago because it wasn't helping, but you said that the
No,
condition was
We
improving.
stopped it for a total of a year, and the numbers did not get much better. It did
When
not
did you-
go away.
When did you stop it?
So I went almost immediately, I guess. I think almost immediately. And then we were off it for a year, and then the numbers were not really changing very much. We didn't get down to like a safe level. So because the heart is a muscle, and testosterone helps your muscles heal themselves, and I have heart problems, he decided that it would be a good idea to go back on it. So I did.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sure you might have stopped it and started it to check for the red blood cell count, but I think that the exogenous hormones contribute to it. I think that the sleep apnea contributes to it because when your blood is deoxygenated, your
Well, according to
body
my-
will create more
well-
more red blood cells.
I understand. But going to my sleep doctor, he said I probably don't even need a CPAP machine anymore since I've lost 200 pounds. But I still sleep with it just to be safe. And I'm also doing biphasic sleep. So I sleep in the bed for about 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 4 to 6, and then I do 2 or 3 hours of setting in my chair because it's good for sleep apnea. You can't. It's really hard to snore when you're reclined. So they recommend sleeping in a recliner, which I do know. I've done.
Okay.
Dude, something that really grosses me out is all these all these obese men that sleep in recliners. I don't know why. It just creeps me out. Is that mean? Feels mean, but
I've done so many things that is supposed to improve these symptoms. I do them. I take the medication.
Why would you, if you don't have sleep apnea, why would you use a CPAP machine?
Because I don't want to die, man. I don't want to fucking die. And so why not take an extra step?
Are you one of these? Can I ask you a question? Do you think you're one of these weirdos that goes to the doctors like constantly and constantly thinks you have illnesses when you don't have them and gets over tested for everything?
That's hypochondriac. That's a hypochondriac. And no, I am certainly very ill. But beyond that, how could I not be? I'm a 400-pound, 50-year-old man.
I've seen you. I've seen you, and Muda can back me up here. You've been extremely suicidal, like extremely for like years, like a couple years ago. Like every day you talked about it. You still went to doctor appointments. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like I always thought that was weird.
I will be as genuine with the suicide stuff as I can. It's been 5 years since I've talked about it and since I felt that way. But the reason I went through that is twofold. Number one, when somebody's suicidal and they're talking about being suicidal, most of the time they don't really want to die. The people that just want to die, put a bullet in their head. I know. It's happened. People I love. So when you're talking about suicide, you're just trying to find hope, man. Suicide happens. And this is, you can Google this. Suicide happens when pain outweighs hope. And I was in a tremendous amount of pain. And I was losing hope that it was going to get better. So I tried to figure it out. But I kept going to the doctor because I was hopeful. I was hopeful that things would get better. If I knew that I was going to live to this, I'd still choose it too, by the way. I'm so glad I'm still alive. I'm so glad I made the right choice. I'm so glad I fucking
Can we stop the cringe and passion speeches? Like, you still lie about everything. You lie about literally every single part of your life.
Oh, yeah,
you
well, everything I just said was a lie, right? I wasn't suicidal, and now I am suicidal because I said I wasn't suicidal, so that's a lie. Right?
Somebody clip that and put inspirational music to it.
Dude, the thing is whenever Boogie talks about anything about his personal self, especially when he's looked at in a negative light, he talks about his abuse from his father, his health, his obesity, his self-harm, and his depression and his mental issues. He's just got all these reasons. This is why he sucks, you know, except if you break down each of those issues and look at his past statements, you can kind of debunk a lot of this bullshit. It's really weird.
That was actually,
I'm just saying there are probably people out there watching this right now who are struggling with suicidal impulses. And if you're one of them, fucking stick it out. That's all I'm trying to say.
You're not. Shut up. Oh my God. It's like, give me a fuck answer. Give me a fuck answer, guys. Give me a fuck suicide. My God. You were never suicidal. You love yourself way too much to ever kill yourself. Okay. You're way too narcissistic. You would never be suicidal. You'd let the world burn to ashes around you before you even considered hurting yourself.
100% true. I agree with that.
Any more than that was too mean. But no. Yeah. Like, Jesus.
Hey, I don't self-harm. I don't self-harm.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that was what my joke was going to be. I was saying any more than stuffing your mouth full with a cheeseburger. Like, that's what I was going to say. But yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
It's self-harm, motherfucker. That's why people like to do this. It is a form of self-harm, motherfucker. That's why we do it.
Imagine being obese and like you use your obesity as I'm just as hard and badass as depressed people because I look how fat I am. I'm the reason I'm this fat is because I make myself this fat because I'm self-harming. God, self-harming never tasted so damn good.
If you see a 400-pound man, if you see a 400-pound woman, guess what? They do it because they're self-harming, because there's something wrong in their fucking brains. I'm not talking about.
Keep in mind, there's something wrong in his brain. He's not in any way, shape, or form to be held accountable for anything he's done.
If you're a little bit fat, like Muda, carrying around an extra 20 pounds or whatever, okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people that eat themselves to fucking death. We do it because something's wrong, dipshit. It's a form of
what's happening. I think you do it because the food tastes really good and exercise sucks.
And that's one of the worst parts about it. I don't even like the taste of food anymore.
Honestly, bro.
If you don't like the taste of food, why drink diet
Why did you miss it?
instead of just drinking water?
Because it's a form of self-harm. Because I'm destroying
You
my
drink
body.
Diet Mountain. You go to the store and you spend money on a drink that you apparently don't like just to hurt yourself.
Yes.
You know, cutting is way cheaper, right?
Thank
Like
you.
one razor blade will last you a lifetime.
I used to cut.
I'm just
I
saying,
don't like it. You're
Jesus Christ.
encouraging people to cut? Go fuck yourself. I used
Bro,
to
what are we
cut.
talking
I
about
used
right
to
now?
cut.
I can't pick anything, but I drink aspartame soft
You're
drinks.
encouraging people to cut their
Jesus
fucking arms.
Christ.
Last I fucking heard, the guy who laughed at fucking Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their fucking arms. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot
I'm just
cheaper
saying
than
cut
wasting your money on
yourself. I'm just
Diet
saying cut
Dr.
yourself.
Mountain
I'm
Dew,
just saying
whatever
you
the fuck.
should slice your fucking arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No,
Holy
wait,
shit, the
whoa,
next
what's he
era of
doing?
Boogie
Don't-
self-harm.
Oh, God.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm falling for it. You better not do nothing fucking stupid.
Yeah, so
He's
he
gonna come
doesn't
back
do
to the
anything.
razor. He's gonna hold it up. And he's gonna.
Oh no.
So anyway,
No.
Boogie gets kicked off the stream about 20 seconds later. He holds up a knife and starts screaming, and then he gets kicked off the stream. Obviously, he didn't do anything with the knife. So
No.
That's it. That was it. That's the whole show. We went through the whole damn thing. I think the Boogie saga is over now. I'll have a few like clips coming out tonight and tomorrow over this. But other than that, I don't feel like we'll see Boogie on the internet at any point in time. Not in any capacity other than putting out videos on his own channel. Oh, he edited it out. No, well, I showed it at the beginning of the stream, so luckily I still have it. But before we do anything else, real quick, I gotta hit some super chats and some Rumble rants. We are currently a little over $100 from Naked Snake, a red boy on YouTube, and an orange boy from a Rainbow Knot. Let's hit these super chats real quick. Rube says so he can show his bank account debt trauma dump to strangers, but oh no, showing his medical records crossing the line. Dude, we talked about that last week. He will take $10,000 to scam his last tiny amount of loyal fans out of a crypto scam to pay for his cancer treatment, but he won't show his diagnosis, which he doesn't have, for polythalassemia vera for 80 grand. People on Twitter offered him $80,000 to show his diagnosis, and he wouldn't because he didn't have one. So, Game Explorer, she's old enough to be Boogie's child. Boogie's not a responsible human being for anyone to depend on. I feel awful for her. Boogie's just horrid. She's old enough to be Boogie's almost grandchild by 5 years. So, thank you, Game Explorer. We love you. We appreciate you. Rube, Boogie's doctor is the doctor from Scourge County. What is up with that? Thank you, Rube. Uncle Phil says being too fat isn't healthy. What a shocker. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? CPC Tech says called everything on day one. Ask about his new card. 100%. 100%. Ibrin Design says not medical advice, but he might need a therapist. He ain't lying. Thank you, CPP Tech. CPP Tech also says he is lazy and doesn't want to cook. That's for damn sure. Patrick O'Brien says depressed, obese guy, Joker voice. You want to know how I got these scars? Thank you, Patrick O'Brien. Love you. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the show before you leave. I know we have EFAP'd. We EFAP'd the way out of us. But make sure you like the show. And make sure you subscribe if you have not. It helps me out a bunch. Also, there's a red boy on Rumble from Rake Knight. Oh, my God. Says Boogie just can't help but lie. He can't help it. Also, a pink boy, or purple, sorry, a purple boy from Rake Knight on Rumble says, damn it, I hate Destiny, but that burn towards Boogie was good. Yeah, look, we can dislike Destiny all day. I agree. But damn, he is so good at dragging Boogie that it's just so fun to watch. Can't help it. Especially when Boogie's been, it's fun to watch people that can quickly pick up on like a lie that was told 5 minutes before. Because a lot of people are picking up on it, but he was picking up on it so fucking fast. So fast. Like $100, Billy from Naked Snake. But anyways, so as you've seen, Boogie started the stream apologizing, and then he admitted that he didn't even know why people thought he lied, because he actually did not lie, and he actually still has cancer. And nothing happened. And then Boogie got fired from Lockout Live. So there's that. There's that. So Boogie's now not on Lockout Live. And then he went on Destiny's stream to suicide bait. And then he pretended to, he was going to self-harm at the end of that stream. Very bad stream. Well, I mean, it was entertaining as hell, but it was bad. You know, Boogie's just, I don't know what to say, man. Boogie's rough. He's a rough man. Don't forget, boys, Friday, in 2 days, I'll be racing at IRP, Indianapolis Raceway Park. In the 01 Timcast car in Indianapolis Friday. Do not miss it. It'll be on Fox Sports 1 on TV. Get on it, doggone it. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every $100 super chat or more is on the car, by the way. It goes on my car for the race, the subsequent race. Subsequent? Is that the right word? So don't forget that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm also taking small sponsorships, like Ibrin Design is one of my supporters. So is Jeff on the Road, Allied Cloud, one of my supporters, Karis as well, who will be rating soon. One of my big supporters, helps me out a lot. If you're interested in getting on board and you want me to help you grow your social media or Twitter or Instagram or anything, that's what it's based around. Super affordable shit. It's not like, Tim Pool pay a couple $100,000 for the whole year for the car. It's not like that. It's it goes on the deck lid beside the Timcast logo. Here's all my supporters right now. And Iberin Designs now on there as well for this weekend. So don't forget. All right. Junebug, you should work at LawCal Live, JK. So there was this weird drama on LawCal where they had a producer that no one knew, and that producer invited me on LawCal Live before it ever started. It was very strange. So thank you, Junebug. Brain Test Kit says nothing. Thank you, Brain Test Kit. I appreciate you for your gold, boy. Thank you so much. I love you. You are the GOAT. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that support and that love. Been a really, really fun stream. We're going to end it here in about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go eat some ramen. I got to get up and then drive to Indianapolis because we got a race in Indianapolis. And I'm not flying this weekend. The reason I'm not flying is because I live 5 hours away, and the only flight I can get has a layover, and it's 5 hours. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll drive. And I really don't want to. I don't want to fly. Got flying so much, man. And so I'm going to drive up there, and we're going to race, and then we're going to come home. So don't miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun. 5 hours ain't nothing. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty simple. So we're going to drive up there tomorrow. We're going to go race, have a lot of fun. So Boogie was fired from LawCal? Boogie was fired today from LawCal Live, yeah. There is a path forward and a path back. Keemstar said. I suspect we'll see Boogie sooner than later on LawCal, like in a few weeks, probably, because the viewership will be much less, just because that's how it works, right? That's the nature of the beast. But I think if he loses 150 pounds, they should let him come back on, and because 150 pounds is a lot of work. And Boogie, in my humble opinion, I don't think Boogie's ever put work into anything in his life, with the exception of doing like news on YouTube, which is like reading an article and responding to said article, which article reads are pretty damn easy. That's like the lowest effort YouTube possible. So there's that. So we'll see what happens. Anyone ever tell you have an accent? One would imagine all race car drivers have. I'm like the only one that has this accent. Everybody that races is from like California or up north. So he's finding a racer from like Alabama or like anywhere like Alabama, Mississippi. You don't see that shit. Tennessee, even. You don't see that ever anymore. They're all from California or up north somewhere, or at the very, very, very minimum, North Carolina. The reason is because, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'd do the same shit if it was me, but the reason is you have a lot of people from California that are multi-millionaires, and their kids want to be race car drivers. So they just sign the check and they go be race car drivers. So that's how auto sports work, motorsports. That's just how it is. You know, you got to be really, really, really wealthy and have a little bit of talent, or be a little bit less wealthy, still wealthy, and have more talent. It's kind of that's the only avenues there is. It would not matter if I was Kyle Larson. I would not be able to, I'm not going to go out there and win fucking races and shit. I just can't. So the cars aren't capable of winning. Capable of running top 10 sometimes, but not winning. You got to be able to drop $1 million every weekend if you're trying to win. And our teams drop like 20 grand, 30 grand, maybe. So I am not billionaire. Not billionaire. Hey, we're 3 likes from 700. What's up, boys? 700 likes, boys. Really, really freaking heavy ass show today. I'm having a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun doing these shows. It's been kick ass as hell. We got to give a shout out to the Naked Snake crew, because we're gonna get off here soon. And our Naked Snake has been 327 Naked Snakes in a row. 327 Naked Snakes in a row. We've been Rake Knight, are you really gonna drop 2 Red Boys just to get to Naked Snake tonight? You're gonna try to single-handedly Red Boy us to Naked Snake? God, Rakin, you ain't gotta do that shit. You know that, right? You can let the streak die, Rakin. It's fine. We've already done so well. Look at this guy over here. The lone Red Boy tonight on both apps is Rakin Knight. On YouTube and Rumble, Rakin Knight. God, you simp. You simp ass simpy bitch. How you doing? Raking Knight, everybody. Getting us to 328. He just couldn't let it die. He could not let it die. Thank you. My boy over here. What a monster he is. Oh, really quick, let me shout out Elite Shower and Spa. One of the smaller supporters I have on the deck lid. Big shout out to them for sending me fucking good luck, like $100 and $200 and $100 every single weekend. Just randomly, I'll get a PayPal notification. It's from Elite Showers and Spa. It says good luck, race good luck. I'm like, well, damn, well, thank you guys for no reason. They're great, man. They're cool people. Thank you, Raking Out. I appreciate you. For the snake, he did it. He did it. He kept the snake alive. We were one orange boy from keeping the Rainbow Knight alive. A ton of super chats, which is crazy. There's a lot of super chats. Just $2. A lot of $2. Are you at your house or studio, Cody? My studio is on my top floor of my house, so I'm in my house. Of course. Boogie's GF isn't my problem. He obviously manipulated her, but she's an adult. Oh, she'll break out of it in a couple years. Hey, Nicholas McHugh. She'll break out of it. She's not a bad looking girl. I mean, I'm not a fan of her face. But that's just neither here nor there. She's got a what's the phrase? A fuckable body. I shouldn't say that, but so she can find a dude that's decent. So we'll see. And I hate to say it, man, because even though Boogie's like been a shit ass lately, it still doesn't. It's still really not very nice to say, but Boogie won't be alive in 5 years, man. So she ain't gonna have to worry. She gonna still be in her mid-20s. It doesn't matter. So people are like, dude, she's really gonna be like, it ain't gonna matter in fucking 5 years. It doesn't matter. I like my women thick, retro. Thank you, Rakin. We love you, Rakin. The lone red boy tonight is Rakin, and Rakin, by the way, is on the car twice. We have 3 names on the car for the next race. Rakin's on there twice already. Thank you, Rakin. We love you, man. He just did not want the snake to die. He did not want the snake to die. Huge viewership tonight. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys like the show. We're going to do next snake here in a few minutes. Thank you, Rakin Knight, for keeping us alive and well. I'll also have a video coming out in now or right after I get off. Right after I get off the stream, I'll have a video coming out. So that'll be fun. Excited. Boogie finally admits he has cancer. This guy released this video way too early because Boogie then went back on it later in the stream. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsie daisy. I goofed a little. He goofed a little. Went too hard. You went too hard, my friend. Mid-20s with a house. That's for sure. Unless she needs to marry his ass. If I was her, I'd marry him right now. Are they married? I don't think they're married. They need to get married. That's a win-win situation for her. He is going to die. I'm sorry. He's going to die. Like, it's over. Even if he lost 300 pounds. No, 200 pounds. Yeah. If he lost 200 pounds, he'd be around 210. He'd still die in 5 years because he's done irreparable. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying. He's done damage that can never be undone. That's why if you're obese, lose that weight before your 30s. Because the long-term effects they dig in and it's over. Nothing you can do. I have seen people that are 400 pounds and 38 lose weight and get into decent shape and they still die in their mid-40s. Because the damage is done. That's just how it be, man. It sucks, but that's just how it is, man. Big shout out to Rakin Knight, real quick. Who's the pink boy? I think there's Matthew Fortune was the only. No, I'm a liar. B Christopher was in here too. We love you, Matthew. Happy birthday again. B Christopher, another pink boy across the deck. I appreciate you, my friend. Love you, B Christopher. B Christopher. Make sure if you do anything in life, be Christopher. Make sure you be Christopher. The industry was nuts. Cody. Yeah, dude, it was, man. It sure was. Hotaru says, keep the snake going. Oh, we're trying. Thank you, Hotaru. I appreciate you. We're about to raid your boy. I hope he's still on. Yeah, he's still on. We're going to raid your boy. I've been trying to get him to play Resident Evil 3. He just won't do it. Come on, dude, play Resident Evil 3. Stop fucking with me. Don't forget, damn it. Come on now. It's my goat. I love watching people play it. That's why I just can't stop. I fucking love it, man. I got to get up and then drive to Indiana tomorrow to race. Make sure you guys, if you have cable, it's on Fox Sports 1. If you have Sling, it's on Fox Sports 1. If you have the Fox Sports app, it's on Fox Sports and Flow Racing as well. So don't forget. Oh, it's going to be very, very interesting. Arca News. You say you're 15 years old, Arca News? You're 15? Holy shit. It's wild. It's wild. That's young. I can't even remember 15. Dimitri. Did you ever see the Seth programmer drama from Keem a while ago? Seth apparently asked a minor for nudes, but he still has a giant following in the anime community. Well, yeah, in the anime community, it doesn't matter. Look, it does to some people in the anime community. I know it's a little gray, and I won't speak too much on it because I don't really understand. I don't really care for anime. There's a few like anime I've watched and I've enjoyed. But like there's a very, very, very vehement part of the anime community that loves and defends lolicon, and I'll never understand that. And I try not to judge it too harshly because I don't fucking research it at all. But it also just seems a little weird. So I don't, but so I wouldn't really be surprised if people were like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man. It'd be weird if South Park did an episode on Boogie. The World of Warcraft character, Make Love Not World Warcraft, was in 2006 or 7. Nah, I guess that wasn't based on Boogie. I wonder who that was based on. It might have been Boogie. That was when he got noticed on the internet. Was 2006. That might or 2000. It was 2006, 2007, right? That might have been based on Boogie. Kind of looked like Boogie. But no, he's not relevant enough for you have to literally be the biggest YouTuber on the planet for South Park to talk about you. They've done what? PewDiePie and Logan Paul. That's it. You know? And they didn't even mention Logan Paul. They just the character is Logan Paul. But it's not Logan Paul. PewDiePie was actually in the one episode, and he was PewDiePie in the episode. Hey, Trivium with an orange boy. That's officially a rainbow night, everybody. Both streaks are still alive. Both streaks have survived. Rainbow Night, the Naked Snake, 328 in a row. Everything's alive and well. Thank you guys so much. Also, thanks to Rick and Knight for single-handedly freaking pushing us over the line with that red boy. I really appreciate that, dude. If it was not for that red boy, we would have not made it. So I appreciate that, dude. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I will also be live, by the way. I'll be live at the racetrack Friday. I think Friday morning. I'll try to be live for like 2 hours Friday on my phone. So make sure you got your notifications set for that. We'll be with all the NASCAR. The truck series will be there as well, so that'll be fun. Yeah, BR Cody. Yeah, I drive the CAMELCAST car. You are correct. Thank you guys. Like I said, if you want to get involved with a small sponsorship and ride with me and Tim to victory, just DM me on anything. Brain Test says, I've been taking care of my mom who has cancer. I can't imagine what kind of person will make that up. Have some damn shame. Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I don't get it. I don't get what would possess anybody in their right mind to do so. I will never understand it. Sucks. But then again, I mean, if you're able to shill a coin to scam people out of money and you know it's not correct, it's a scam, and you do it anyway, why would I expect you to be against faking cancer? You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Brain Test. Appreciate you so much for all your support here late in the game. We got super chats piling up in the late game. June Bug says lolicons are just like furries. I don't like them, but they're level to them, and most anti that were against came out having cheese. God damn it. No. Yeah, June Bug, I'm right there with you, man. Look, I know a lot of anime guys that are cool as fuck, and they have no interest in lolicon. And I also know a ton of furries that are cool as fuck that have no interest in the weird degenerate furry stuff. So I get it. Thank you, by the way, June Bug. I love you. But the bad eggs really, really fuck up everything else for everybody else, you know. That's just how it be sometimes, man. That's just how it be. Let me check and see if my video is done. All right, cool. Yep. What the fuck's lolicon? What the fuck's lolicon? Oh, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna get hate for this because again, I don't know the full lore. But in layman's terms, lolicon is anime suggestive child porn. And I'll explain a little further. There's a lot of anime that will have extremely sexual focused characters that are like 8 years old. Like they'll have the body of an 8-year-old or a 6-year-old. But the story of the show is they're a demon that's like 3,000 years old. Oh, she's not a kid. She's 3,000 years old and she's a demon vampire. That's kind of how it works. But it looks like a 6-year-old. And every time any character comes in contact with the like naked 6-year-old, like they all like start shooting ropes and they're like, oh my God, oh, I'm so horny. It's so fucking weird, man. I don't get it. I watched one that had a little bit of that in it. I watched what is it called? That time I was reincarnated as a slime. I watched that and there's a few parts in that show where the main character is just naked. And the main character is a slime. Like a slime that can take the form of different people. And the slime takes the form of like a 9-year-old girl sometimes. And is naked sometimes. And that's fine, I guess, whatever. But then like characters that are like 40 years old will come in and they're like super like horny. They're like, oh my God, oh wow, your body is so amazing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, you gotta look past it sometimes. But it's the slime, it only happened like twice in the slime. But sometimes, whatever. I get it. Like I don't get it, but people get really mad at this when you say this. You say it's negative or something. They're like, how dare you? It's a type of anime thing. It's not actually, it has nothing to do with children. And I'm like, okay, all right. Well, why do you like it then? And they're like, because her body's so little. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Why? Bro, don't shame their culture, bro. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, man. I just don't quite understand. Oh my God, boys. I'm dying here. One last shot, boys. One last chance. Make sure you like the show. Don't forget. If you're coming to IRP, make sure you yell at me from the stands. If any of you are sponsors of mine, like on the deck lid and whatnot, make sure you contact me for VIP access if you're already sponsoring, because all the sponsors get VIP access if you come to a track, so you don't have to pay anything. Junebug says that is incorrect. There's levels to it. There are kids, but they're little people and just petite women. What you need to look at for is the school backpack rule. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Junebug, is I have watched some anime with aspects of this, and the way the anime will explain it out to being like not fucked up is they'll literally display the character's age, or the character's like a demon, like an immortal demon, so they're ageless, but they take the form of like a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old. And I get that technically it's not a kid. I get it. I understand. I get it. I understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. I understand it's gray because technically I get it. But like, if you know that one girl, that had she was like on what is that channel? HGTV or some shit? TG, whatever. And she had a reality show, and she looks like she's like a 9-year-old, but she's actually 27. You know that TV show? I don't remember what it's called, but her name's like Lauren or something. And she finally started dating a guy that's like shredded and like in great shape and like really attractive. It's really weird. But anyways, she's like 9 years old, or she's 27, but she looks 9 years old. Right? Somebody in the chat will get her name here in a second. If you sought out that girl because it makes your like it makes your like cockle solid because of what she looks like, then I know technically she's 27. But if the reason you want to have sex with her is because she looks like the way she does, then you might have a tendency. Like, it's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying, if the sole reason you like this little girl that looks like a 9-year-old is because she looks like a 9-year-old, then there's a problem. We're kind of at the same impasse as before. You know what I'm saying? Shauna, is that her name? Smegma Baloney. Shut up. Fucking what art? Hold on. Her name is Shauna. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Shauna something. Is her name Shauna? Shauna something? Shauna little girl disease? I don't want to have to Google little girl disease, boys. Please don't make me Google that. Do you look for the backpacks? So there's lore behind the backpack thing. God, you guys are degenerates over here. Shauna, maybe it's a you, Shauna. Shauna. Do it? Is that her name? Do it? No. I don't know. I don't want to Google little girl disease. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble. Shauna Ray. Hey, I found her, Shauna Ray. All right, here we go. Here we go. Shit, don't pull up. Oh man, I'm definitely getting arrested for this. Going straight to jail. Yeah, this is probably the best example of somebody with like some kind of like dwarfism that I've ever seen that somehow still look like, usually they look a little weird. She doesn't at all. She looks like a little girl, like a little kid. It's weird. You never see that shit. But this is Shauna Ray. She legitimately looks like a 9 or 10-year-old kid. Right? And if you want to hook up with this girl because of what she looks like, you might have a problem. That's all I'm saying. There might be a bigger issue here. But that's whatever, man. I don't care. Fuck. Whatever. Go at it. You do what you want to do. Thank you, Junebug. Junebug also says, I'm on your side, but Rebecca on Cyberpunk Edge Runner is considered a lolly, but she's a petite woman. Also, Cyberpunk has great anime. Okay, let's check it out, dude. I'm going to look it up, Junebug. I'm going to look it up right now. We're going to do it. I'm sorry I'm still alive, guys. I apologize. Rebecca Cyberpunk Edge Runners. She just looks like a normal anime girl to me. She just looks like a little girl, but in anime form. And I mean little girl like small girl, not like a child. She has tits and everything and like giant thighs and stuff. The lollies I've seen are quite literally, they're just little kids is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like somebody that looks like she's like 5'1" or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you, Junebug. We must be careful here because most aunties are who moral aging because they look at real cheese pizza and say, oh God, fuck. I don't even like the phrase cheese pizza. It makes me want to die. Thank you, Junebug. I love you. Junebug. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're doing Naked Snake and then we're going to raid Karis. I appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Actually, let me release a video. Actually, I'll do that after. Love you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys Friday at the racetrack. I'll be streaming at the racetrack. Don't miss it. It'll be probably at noon, maybe. Probably noon. Noon or 1 Central. Because obviously I can't stream at the normal time. I will be in a race car literally at that time. So, all right, well, this is uncomfortable enough. Lose dubs. Hey, I agree. What's up? All right, let's go. Here we go. Here's time. 328 Naked Snakes in a row. Shout out to our boy Rake and Knott for 2 red boys tonight. You did not have to do that. You guys don't have to feel shame for losing the streak, man. It was never supposed to go this far. I will not have a hurt bone in my body if it fucking dies. I don't, it doesn't bother me. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Here we go. Naked Snake boys. Here we go. All the people that don't know what this is, get ready to unsubscribe. Here we go. One more time. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. 328 in a row. Dimitri says is dating a dwarf weird now. Casey is raw says you can't put your phone in your windshield and stream. Man, I wish. Could you? That some bitch would fly like a rocket out the window. But no, yeah, you get fined for that. Like GoPros are what you would do, but you get fined for it. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. If you post the footage, I don't really know how it works, but I ain't trying to test the water. BR Code, thank you, my friend, for your dollar. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Josh Onion. How long has it been, dude? Damn, I feel like I haven't seen your name in like a year at least. How you doing, dude? Josh Onion. What's up? Karis is going to sleep. Wait, hold on. He's not even live, is he? He's live right now. Stream ending. So should I not raid Karis? Is that what he's telling me? Is Karis saying don't raid him? Is that what he's saying? Someone in the chat, let me know. Because I won't if he doesn't want me to. Thank you, Raken. I love you. Appreciate you, by the way. Camelot 51 has rated Raken. What? What? It says I'm rating you, Raken. I'm scared. I don't know what I just did. It says I'm rating you on Rumble. I didn't mean to click anything. All right, let's choose somebody to raid real quick. I appreciate you guys so much. Karis has to go to bed, so you'll be able to rate him. All right, cool. we will raid Shag. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, BR Cody. We love you. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys over on Shag. Get on it, doggone it. Gonna be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys Friday at the NASCAR deal in Indianapolis. We'll be running the 01 car. Don't miss it. If you have Fox Sports, Sling, Flow Racing, we'll be live everywhere. If you want to be involved, just DM me. We'll get you involved. This is our car for this weekend. It's gonna be awesome. Awesome. So Friday, 5:30 Eastern, I believe, is when it comes on TV. So if you got cable, Flow Racing, Fox Sports app, any of that shit, you can watch it. So get on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys in Indianapolis. Very excited. So I'll see you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So don't miss that race on TV. And get the hell on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys Friday. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Fissilus. See you guys. Appreciate you guys. Bye.